never say they want it. Girls can't never say yeah. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say yeah. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Oh nah. Give it to me like you need it, baby. Want you to hear me screaming every breathing. I don't need a reason, baby. I want it till you can't fight. I can get it to you right, baby. I wanna be healing. I can be real good. Please don't get these feelings. Hey, I need some love.
All right, now wait a minute, child. Now, right, child, we just left from over to Pastor J. Wilson. Shout out, I was over there kiki and and having me old funky good time up on the panel. Okay. And let me just say this. So this rising, I went over to Pastor J. Wilson's. Y'all already know if he's live and I'm up and I'm available, I'll hit the link. So we were over there earlier. Pastor was giving his spiel, and as he would usually do. So Rodney pops up. I look at the chat. Rodney is saying this, that, and the third, and I just simply told Pastor what he said. And just from me reading it, he didn't exactly put a name on it, but this is Pastor's platform, and so he and Treasure Lane, I think they had already made up. So I just didn't understand why Rodney was going back and talking about this all over again when you and Treasure Lane had made up on his panel. You said that when he comes over to your chat, you had already let Ness know not to put him in timeout or don't do anything with his like don't do nothing, shady or whatever. Like let him rock out. If he's not being rude and things like that. So Treasure Lane had amped up his live and he gave him the opportunity. So I just don't understand why Rodney would backpedal and why would he um come back and circle the block with the same tricks. It's like you had already settled this situation, but now it's like, okay, so that one was settled. Now it's time for you to mess up the relationship with you and Jay Wilson. Like, let's be honest, Jay Wilson, you did come off and up under there, and you did get your protection. I don't know if y'all remember way back, but remember when I was about to say Rodney, when Rodney was running around here saying, oh, I need protection. When I go over here, they blocking me or they timing me out. And then it was something with him and Queen Diva, right? It was something with him and Queen Diva. Let's get into it. Hey, Keisha Matthews, how you doing, beautiful? So y'all remember it was something with him and Queen Diva. He was like, him and Queen Diva, he couldn't stand her or something like that. And then he was in somebody's chat and he was like, okay, well, I'm over here and they gave me a wrench for protection. And he was looking for all this protection. And see, this is my thing. Where is the protection for you, Rodney, when you was out here and you windmilling and you trying to take on everybody in the B sector? And who's there for you? I told Rodney a long time ago, Rodney, you need to like get some umph about yourself. Like, you need to get some umph about yourself because if you keep acting like that, like people will run over you. People will take advantage of you. I'm not saying, nobody in specifically, but Rodney is a grown man, but you would think that, he's like some square. And if this is like a role that he's playing, I want him to switch his roles because it's not working anymore. That's just Krista around here and her dating, like when she was claiming to be interested in Lemon, like it just didn't make sense and it's not working no more. Like they come full circle and now they trying to reamp the situation up with her and Lemon. Baby, y'all, Mad Day has already come out. Mad Day has already come out. We know how you feel. We know what your thoughts are. We know that the energy was just plain out fake and it was just for a storyline. So, just doesn't make sense, right? So Rodney is over here. He's in the chat. He's windmilling, doing the most. And I see Ness down there, so she's doing the most. And I'm not going to kid y'all. When I look down at my phone, because I was over here What was I doing? I believe I had started coffee and everything. So I'm over here. Y'all know I believe I had just dropped the babies off, or I was on my way to drop the babies off to get their surgery so they can get fixed. And so next thing you know, I look down and Rodney's going in the chat. So what do? I read off the chat. I say, "Well, Pastor, did you see this?" I said, "Well, Rodney says such and such, such and such, such and such." And then apparently, Pastor had saw something because it didn't seem like he was surprised. It seemed like, he was, I don't know what he was doing before I got there. Maybe he was engaging with the chat. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was looking over it. Maybe he wasn't. But however he was communicating with y'all, he was communicating. So that's when I said my little two piece. Because at the end of the day, um, I feel like I can give my commentary. Hey, mama, I'm coming. I'm coming. Okay, Cujo wants to come in. Cujo is like, baby, they are doing too much. Let me get my baby. She just got up out of surgery. And these child, the neighbor's dogs is over here barking at her. Let me let my baby. Come on, Cujo. Come on, mama. Say, I just got out of surgery. I was over here trying to sunbathe. She don't want to be bothered. Y'all leave her alone. But anywho, so Rodney comes over there, and like I said, him and Ness was in the chat. They saying what they saying to Jay Wilson. Ness was in the chat smiling. Well, what about the Popeyes the biscuit and something else? Child, before I could get that out, Pastor had already then gave this little one to commentary, and child, it was no stopping him. When I tell you, when he get on that roll, baby, he get on that roll, honey. Ain't no stopping, honey. Ain't no pumping, no brakes, baby. You better put your seatbelt on and you better hold on tight, because baby, we about to go for a ride. And so I don't think that they was ready for that ride this morning, honey. Yes, get on the magic school bus, honey. It was a lot of magic going on, honey. Yes, it was a lot of magic going on up in the live, honey. Yes, and girl, they sometimes, oh, they trying to give me credit. Oh, you did that. You did that. You started that between Rodney and Jay Wilson. No, 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 baby. Bag up, bag up, bag up, bag up, bag up. You not about to put that belt on me. You not about to put that seat belt on me. No, ma'am. I did not do that, because Jay Wilson told y'all that they had a conversation. I wasn't there for that conversation. Like I told you, that man does not call me over there and say, "Hey, Queen Tulsa, I'm about to go live. Come on over here and hit my panel." No, if I see him live and and I want to go over there and hit that button, if he dropped that link, that's what I do. I do this at my own. I do this on my own. Nobody is pushing me. Nobody, he's not dragging me over there to say, "Come on over here and help my show." Then I heard a few people tell me, "Oh, well, she make the show." That I don't make that man show. That man make the show. He make his live, he goes live, and the people that show up, they show up for him. Those are his subscribers. So y'all got to stop doing it. When I'm over at somebody's house, don't be trying to cause friction between us. I am at their house. Whatever rules that they have set out, I'm gonna follow them. I'm not going to try to make that my station. I'm a visitor at this individual's business. He's got a black business, and I was in. He put the link down. So yeah, I hit the link and I went on up. But that's as far as it goes. So no, I'm not sitting over there doing the most. I'm not going to sit over there and do the most up on that man's panel. What I am going to do is I'm about to set a goal right quick. I'm going to do us one super sticker. If we can get that one super sticker in on this live, okay, everybody got to eat, honey. Everybody got to eat. I was just over there at Pastor's table, honey, and I just told him, "Hey, I'm going to go live right on up after this, because I have to let the people know where I am coming from. Where I'm coming from. I had nothing to do with that man, okay? Uh, let's see. I'll cover more news, okay? Because y'all know I don't break the news, I just cover it. And see, this is beyond me. See, even when it comes to Jay Wilson, And Rodney, this is beyond me because people have been feeling a certain type of way about Rodney anyway. Y'all know that they say, oh, Rodney, he do this, he do that. He be over there going at the ladies, this, that, and the third. And I try to tell Rodney, I say, Rodney, you gotta pull back sometimes. I know you want to get out there and do the Watusi with the ladies and drag them and up and down the street, but you're not in Tommy Sotomayor. It's Tommy Sotomayor's not here anymore. He's not popping like that. Uh-huh. Because they said that he had come from over there in that sector, from the Tommy Sotomayor. And if y'all know anything about Tommy Sotomayor, that man, he is a very not so good man. And I talked to Shay. Shay was one of the ladies that was on his show. And the way that that man had got up in her face and was about to get with her, if Rodney is on that type of time, then I am scared for our people. I'm scared for our sisters. Like y'all gotta stay away from them because them sissies, they'll hit you. Them sissies, honey, please, that sissy will come up out of him. Honey, be walking, they already feminine, honey. They already feminine. Uh-huh. Them sissies, they'll run down on you. I'm telling you this. If you ever get into it with a sister, just bow down. Be like, you know what? You got it. Because them sissies, they'll fight you. Uh-huh. Yes. 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 That's what it is. Yes. 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 Yes, that's the section that he come from. Over there, don't and see this is the thing. I want y'all to understand this. Me as a trans woman, I know my place, I know my lane, right? I'm not out here trying to bogart or take nobody's place. But I'm gonna tell you like this, ladies, do not get bold and run down on no sissy. That's gonna be the worst thing in your life. And I'm gonna say, and I keep stressing that because I kind of feel like it's some ladies in here to myself. Oh, let me get my Vaseline, let me get my tennis shoes, let me put my hair up in the ponytail. Baby, they pull hair and everything. Listen here, baby. You better listen. They pull hair and everything, honey. They don't have no problem. I mean, look at some of these guys that be getting arrested for putting their hands on these women. Honey, they be zesty as hell. They be masculine as hell. And you just can't go up against no man. And especially one of them strong sixes. See, I'm gonna give you an example. See, now it's the guy that do DV on women, and it's nothing funny about that, okay? And I don't want anybody to be up in here laughing about that. But I'm gonna tell you like this: a dude, and then just think about this: a dude on steroids up under anger, girl, up under anger, because you already know the steroids already make them angry. The reason why I'm saying this is because I got into it with a strong sister. He was my little ex-client boyfriend child. He wanted to be my client one minute, he wanted to be my boyfriend the next child. Okay, so my little client boyfriend child, he was taking these steroids and I didn't know because like he was Asian. And I'm like, I've never seen an Asian man pumped up like this. Right? So I was like, well, let me go ahead and get a little Asian man to try. Yeah, please. That man went to girl, he started acting like he was running the damn Chinese store, girl, following me. And child, when they be up in them stores and they be looking and following you, girl, they just don't stop there, child. They like that in real life, honey. They'll be on every app trying to find you. Child, they'll come in from different profiles. Ebo Shaddai. And I knew it. Okay, come on. I know for myself. All right now, let's do it. Do it now. Do it good. Baby, that was that man took me on a roller coaster, y'all. Uh-huh. Ebo Shaddai. And I knew it for myself. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. Mm-hmm. So yeah, let's get back to this. So we got Rodney over here. He over here just big and big and big. I'm begging, 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 begging. I mean, that should be his name, begging. I'm just tired of the Rodney. I'm begging, 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 begging you, baby. Or whatever Casey and JoJo said in that song, or whatever the case may be. I mean, just begging. If it's not begging for a mod, it's begging for protection. It's begging for a handout. It's begging for a covering, honey. All this begging, begging, begging. Where his friends at? I mean, girl, he was out here windmilling for Lady Nika, honey. He was out here windmilling for Treese. Oh, you can't talk about on this channel. Girl, where's they at for you? And that's when I asked him, I said, okay, so you gonna ride down to the church with Treese? Y'all gonna ride together. You gonna go and pick her up. And you gonna go and pick her up. Y'all gonna kill Lady Nika down there. Uh-huh. Listen here. Child. Now y'all know Tracy and churches just do not go together, honey. Yeah. Yeah, I said it. Listen here, you know Tracy and churches do not go together. Honey, it's gonna be another showdown, honey. I don't want to see her rolling around in her nice little, she said she's gonna get up nice in her little Sunday dress and her little flowers on it. Okay, I don't want to see her legs in the air rolling around fighting. Wig twisted to the side. Uh-huh. Dress come up, we see her slip and her pushed in butt. Okay. I said, girl, And then I'm trying to figure out, like, girl, is she gonna go up in there in some pumps? Is she going in some pumps? Or is she gonna do the kitten heel? Or is she going in flats? Cause child, they say, honey, they say, honey, she'll throw the flats in the purse real quick. She'll snatch that wig off, and honey, she could be ready to get down there like the damn Kentucky Derby, child. She could be down there rolling around like pigs, honey. I said, now you know what? It's one thing to have a beef, but girl, you talking about showing up to this man's church. You talking about you want to look him into his eyes. Girl, where's your man at? Somebody go and check on Tracy. Somebody go over there and check on Tracy. Child, the maintenance man was over there trying to fix her ice tray. Apparently, her refrigerator, her white refrigerator is leaking, child. Child, her white refrigerator is leaking, honey. Yes. Yes. Yes, that's what it is. Listen here. She was over there talking to the maintenance man, girl. Did y'all hear that? That's the maintenance man. Yeah, he's come over here to fix my ice tray. I don't know if my ice tray isn't working. I was like, I need to have some ice. And excuse me, sir. Um, um, is some water back there? Okay, will it just dry up? Oh, okay. You got a wet vac? Okay, I thought it was just gonna dry up. Okay. No, I just want to be. I want to be twins with Hershey because she has mold. Yeah, this is my new place. Let's get into it, baby. When she said that it was water, y'all, this wasn't no spill. This wasn't a little damp spot. Child, y'all go over there and check on Tracy. Her breathing going out. Child, they didn't put her in a molded apartment, child. They didn't put her in a molded unit, good. They didn't put her in a molded unit. Somebody go over there and check on Tracy and give her an asthma pump or some child. No wonder why she been going crazy. No wonder why she over there losing her mind. Somebody she got to go down to the church and get a hug. I said, girl, where's her husband? Where her man at? Didn't they tell me some? Oh, she had got married in a blue dress. I said, oh, honey. I said, well, I already knew someone pure about it, but child, she said, um, who said that? I believe Honest Rose said, yeah, Tracy got married in a blue dress. She said, it was turquoise. I said, oh, ma'am. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. I said, no, ma'am, honey. Not a blue dress, honey. Wishing everybody a BBL, Big Beautiful Life. And that's from Hypnotic Touch, okay? Edit Mooney Long, twin. Where have you been? Get into it. Hello? Ring a ding ding. Oh, did we just make our did we just make our goal? Go. Go. Yes, shout out to the beautiful Hypnotic Touch for helping us reach our goal today. Miss Whitney Houston, come and help us thank her, and we'll be right back. Thank you all so much for supporting Queen Tulsa, the show, whether it's a like, a share, a subscribe, a Cash App, a PayPal, or a Zelle. Thank you for coming by and watching the show. And this is your commercial for being acknowledged for just being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, who would be watching? Thank you for tuning in. Yes, I want to thank you so much because reaching the goals here on YouTube, it is really a challenge. I'm glad that they provided that option for us because it really helps. And when we see that you guys are supporting us, then when I see y'all supporting me, I go a little bit harder. I'm like, okay, let me step it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let me step it up. They watching. I got to be entertaining and I got to give you guys what you need. Got to get you through the day. I just dropped the link for you. I already felt it in my spirit. Okay, I felt it in my spirit, honey. Get into it. Hey, Ro, how are you doing? Ro just popped in. Ebo Shada. I know for myself. Get into it, honey. Yes, and thank you so much, Hypnotic Touch, for your support, sister. Like you didn't have to do it, but you took out the time and, definitely did that for us over here at the Queen Toast Show here with the Royals. Yes. All right. So I did drop the link in case anybody wants to come up. It's the open panel, y'all. It's the open panel. Anybody get the link? Listen here. We're looking for mods. We're looking for mods. Anybody want to be a mod? Y'all let me know. Let me know if you're looking to mod. I'm looking for some mods. I'm looking for some protection, honey. Anybody want to come over here and protect the queen? You want to come over here and protect the queen, honey? All right, we got Stefan in the back. You want to turn your camera on or cut it off, baby? Okay, there you go. All right, you got a juicy booty. How you doing?
Ebo Shada.
And I knew for
Ebo
myself.
Shada.
Oh
What's
yeah.
up, Tulsa?
Hey, how you feeling?
I'm good. How do you feel that you got blamed for Rodney's wrench being taken? How do you feel about that?
Well, I feel like Kenya Moore. I'm vindicated. Okay, the queen is always gonna be vindicated. Hello, the queen will forever be vindicated. Uh huh.
Well, now you know for yourself. So,
Oh, child. Listen here, Stefan. We got a message. Can you read that message?
hello. I heard you put out the APB for Tracy's edges. I'm just sliding through trying to get my share of the Edge repo. Bloop, bloop.
And we
Wow.
want to thank you for that. Who was that? Wanda's, not Trump's baby mama. Okay, girl. Yeah. Get you a scoop, honey. Hey, I'm enough. Now listen here. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? What did you hear? Give us the tea.
Well, you know more of the tea. You were there, so I'm trying to get the tea from you. All I know is I heard that the blame was shifted, that you were directly implicated in the reason why Rodney's stick was taken. But all I seen you do was read a comment, so I don't know. I just seen you read a damn comment, but they said it was how you read the comment. You read the comment in a certain type of way. So I was like, damn, bitch can't get no passes.
And you know what? The thing was, Pastor, he was driving, chewing on his coffee, and I think that he was browsing over the comments, and so because I was trying to get my babies together, they had went to, oh my goodness. Shout out to Miss KCMO. Thank you for being a member for 12 months, 1 year. Happy anniversary. I got something for you. Let me know, and I'm gonna cash app you. So put me on the community wall, tag me or make a comment. Put your cash app, and I want to send you something for your year subscription. And Norris Tony, I got you coming too. Okay, so what happened was I was just there. I was on his panel. Like I say, he was chewing his coffee. And Rodney was down there talking slick. And, I just decided to let Pastor know what the messages were. And Ness was in the building as well. And Ness was, trying to ask me, I don't know if it was for me or for Pastor, but she was like, ask about the Popeyes biscuit and something. And Rodney then went on to say that you can come over, but ain't gonna be no disrespect or something like that. So I let Pastor know, like, you can go over there, but just no disrespect.
Mm.
Because he didn't make it clear, he didn't put a name on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like, and then I did. Okay, so I don't know if it's me, but now I don't have no problem with Rodney, but now I don't know if it seems like Rodney will try to. I don't know if it's him standing on business, and then like the other person, he gets a sense that they don't like what he said, so then he'll backtrack it and says, "Oh, well, I didn't mean it like that," or "That was for someone else." So I don't. I'm not sure if that's what I'm seeing, but it seems like that because I like it seemed like he was having a little bit of a backbone. So when he gives a comment where like it shows that he has a backbone, or he's standing on business, or he means what he says, or like don't disrespect me, don't cross the line, don't fuck with me type of comment, um, or commentary, then the other person will give him just a little push, and then he'll say, "Oh, well, I didn't mean it." Um, Now I don't know. Is that? Do you see that, or is it just me?
Oh, child. You know what? It is like that. He blows with the wind. He changes with the seasons, but I want to say like his alliances, they don't make sense. If I was in his shoes, I would be a part of an alliance that was very strong out here in these streets. And I want to say like OGB sector, because if you notice, the OGs are coming out the bushes, honey, they coming out the woods, baby, they coming out the lakes, the rivers, and the waterfalls, honey.
The
And they
swamp,
are making some noise. Do y'all see that?
baby. They coming out the swamps. They coming out of everywhere. They coming out the trees. They coming out the branches. They coming out of everywhere. The toilet, the septic tank.
Hey y'all, what's
Yes.
going
We
on,
got
Toast
Ro
and
here. Hey
Stefan?
Ro, how are you doing, honey?
Yes, I'm doing okay, dear. I just got off work. But yeah, Tosa, read a comment like that again here, okay? Next time, make sure you read those comments properly, okay? So you won't be causing all this ruckus. But let me tell you this though, okay? You have been demoted. Yes, very much to cafeteria lady. We're gonna put you right on in the lunchroom of the church because you don't know how to act. Okay, being right there by the pastor. So yeah, go ahead, put your hair net on hold. Okay, ain't no more of that. You gonna put them greens on that plate and give it out to somebody because this right here, this ruckus, where you reading a comment sideways, okay, twisting up the comment, your pastor got enough going on. And then he gotta deal with what you done created.
Well, let's just say this, Stefan. Do you think that I did something wrong? What I do? What I do wrong? What I do?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, what I do wrong?
I don't know what you did wrong. I just heard you read a comment, and they guess they're gathering that you reading the comment is a problem.
Oh my God,
Um,
Rose.
Yeah,
So
They
Rose,
said
they
they
said the
said
way
that
she
the
read it.
way you read the comment, and then Rodney had to clarify that the comment was meant for a random person that was in the chat that he wasn't talking to, that wasn't talking to him, that he didn't address or at in the chat, but it seemed
But
like
you
it
man,
was a
they gonna
response.
have him fighting now.
Hmm?
They gonna have Rodney fighting there. He gonna be fighting for his life up in that chat. That's why he really had the moderator stick, because he was able to fight. Now what? Now what he gonna do? Because
You don't have
You
to
know they
swing
love
and
tough
bang like the
form.
rest of like everybody else. Swing and bang, swing and bang.
Oh, that's a lot of blows though. Oh, that's a lot of blows, Stefan.
But let's take a look at it
But
from this angle. His good girlfriend, Tracy, is going down to the church house on Easter Sunday. Now, you know,
oh my
Rodney is
lord.
in Texas too. Do y'all think that they going to get together and then they both going to go on down to the church house? And honey, Rodney going to be Tracy's date because her man ain't nowhere to be found. I'm a mute.
No, don't do
No.
much on Tracy now. Not too much.
Yes,
Uh,
not on our Tracy. And Rodney would not partake in those type of activities. No,
yeah,
Rodney wouldn't partake in
I don't.
those.
I don't believe Rodney would do that. No, Rodney ain't showing up in person to do nothing. We can't even get
Yeah,
him to. Never mind.
Oh, child, can somebody read that comment on the screen for us?
Why should
what?
we read the comments? You trying to get us in trouble like you got in trouble at Jay Wilson's? What are you trying to set us up for? Hold on, let
Yeah.
me read it inside my head first.
What did it say, sweetheart? I can't. I'm driving.
What did Tracy's head say to her edges? You're stupid. I ain't reading the rest of that.
Yeah, don't do it, Stefan. Yeah, she
Oh,
look. She
okay.
wants to be a chaos. You were gonna be the cafeteria lady. You are the cafeteria lady. Go and get you a head net. That's what we throwing you
But
at right
listen,
in the
y'all.
cafeteria.
Listen, let's be serious right quick. But did we not see this about to crumble down for Rodney? Because when we really think about it, he does sway left to right to left to right. And it feels like he does not think on his own. And he wants to be cool. So I don't know if y'all remember. Remember when he was out there woo banging for Lady Mika, and I don't know who she was going up against, but he was like, you know, y'all can get it or whatever the case may be. That died down. But where are these people at when him and Jay Wilson is at it? You know, they were so team Rodney, but nobody's saying nothing. Everybody sat right there in those comments and they watched him get dragged.
No, Pastor love Rodney though. Pastor love Rodney, and they have
Okay.
built
He
a
said that he don't feel any type of way about Rodney. Like there's no bad blood between them. So
yeah.
there's
See,
nothing to woo
Stefan.
bang about.
Tosa ain't tell you did he stuff did she stuff it that Tosa used to drag Rodney real bad. She was one of the first ones just to get on Rodney. We was like, you better leave Rodney alone,
Oh,
Tosa. She grabbed his neck. And Rodney ain't do nothing to her and just grabbed him and just started reading him. We was like, Tosa, you gonna do the man like that? And so she was waiting for something like this to happen. She had a big old grin on her you know, she had a big old grin
I didn't know
on her
you.
face.
I didn't know you had an issue or still do with Rodney Tulsa. What happened? Did you
No, see, this is the thing.
you just don't care for his
Ro likes to. Ro is two faced and he likes to start things and run away. But no,
That's her. That's her.
Rodney and I are good. Rodney and I want. I've always told Rodney, stand up. You know, like put some. You know, get some respect. Put it on thick. I've always told
home?
Rodney that. You know, I've always motivated him because I seen a long time ago, like he was just, you know, people would take advantage of him. Like he's like, he don't want to be mean. But I think that he needs to find his strength. He needs to find his voice and really like walk in it. Like if you say you're gonna do this, I don't want to say I don't want to hear you backpedaling on the next live when you're with somebody else. No, I need you to keep that same energy. And that's Rodney's problem. He don't have like his energy. He's letting people control his energy and how he responds. And like I said, stand in it. Find your voice. You know, get strong about it. You know,
Well,
do y'all see what I'm saying?
he does do that with if it's a woman in the chat. Like he don't really do that with the CCs. Like if it's a content creator with a channel. But if it's a someone random in the chat, then he'll do that. If it's a random woman like in a chat, like he will do that. Like he'll drag them and he'll roast a random woman in a chat. But yeah, if it's another content creator with a channel, yeah, he can do that. I do see that.
So do you think he don't like women or he loves to just go after women?
I think it is. See, there is it's an unspoken rule. Like we're not supposed to talk about it because we're cool with Rodney. So, we people see it, but we're not supposed to talk about it. That's what they said in the meeting notes.
So y'all are part of a cult? Uh-oh. Y'all are part of a cult?
I didn't say nothing about no cold. That's you. I just said that in the meeting they said even though we see it, don't you better not say nothing about it. You better not say nothing about it, even though we can see it. Like the day is long. You better not say nothing about it. You better hush and look the other way and pretend it didn't happen.
Ro, what are your thoughts?
I'm sorry, y'all had lost connection. Um, I heard you say something about a cult. What was that about?
Yeah, because Stefan said that, there was a meeting and you guys are all under mind control. And, there was a meeting and the message got out that y'all weren't supposed to talk about this or talk about things outside of, what y'all discuss in private.
No, I'm not
Well, we,
talking about Rodney having an issue with women, like Rodney dragging women or attacking women. I mean, so we're not talking about that.
oh, I never heard that one, y'all. Yeah, I never heard that. It was some type of a called out saying that you can't talk about that. Oh, well, where did that come from?
I'm sorry, I had the wrong program. Do you feel like Rodney goes at women, like he'll go at a woman before he goes at a man?
No, no. I feel like that it's just like a lot of the situations that Rodney are in, they may deal with women, and Rodney is just the type like he's gonna just go at like if he because he's in the chat a lot, so that's where a lot of women may be in the chat, so he will go at those women that may say something sideways to him. I've never been on those sides of the fences with Rodney, so I don't really know exactly how sensitive, what he's sensitive about and what he's not. Because I always try to make him feel good. I don't really like to say something that he may not
Or is it
like.
because
I
Demon
haven't
Soul is
seen him.
always up your ass and you don't really notice it?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? I didn't.
Oh, I was just saying, Rodney, it's been evident, that he goes at women out here on YouTube. And it seems like he would rather have a kerfuffle with a lady than a man. And, I just kind of feel like this whole situation that happened earlier where, his blue dress was snatched. Okay.
We can't just say that he didn't. He had it like he did have um engagements with King Roman, with grown. Then you have a. I want to say grown folks. I want to say grown folks, but I'm not sure. Um, he even had a little, just a slight tiff with Shakim at one point. A lot of men. So y'all can't just say that. Rick Reed, he did have those things. He may not have. I don't know what you want. See, that's the thing. What you want for Rodney? Okay, he said what he had to say about him. He fight his type of way. I know
Well,
y'all gonna let the man fight his type of way. Tosa, you come up here with every different type of wig from Saturday to to the next day of the week and act a fool. So you ain't gonna let Rodney be himself. Let Rodney be himself. Hashtag Rodney gonna be him.
At this point,
Folks,
I don't even think Rodney know who he is. But what would you say, Stefan?
um, I would say that I think the argument, Ro, is, and I'm not saying I believe it, but they're saying that he comes at women with a little bit more intensity than he would come at with a man. Like he'll come at a woman who gives her opinion, like rights be told, because she just gave her opinion. From what I heard, I didn't hear her dragging him or calling him out of his name or anything like that. Um, but he had a lot of heat for apparently. But so they'll say that he'll have a lot for them, but if a man comes to him, that they won't get that same level of intensity. So it's just like the energy is mismatched.
You know what, Stephen? Did you hear what? Did you happen to hear what Right to Be Told said? Cause I do. I like Right to Be Told. She's actually. I never seen her like come strongly at nobody. But did you know what she said?
I don't remember what it exactly was, but I don't remember it being anything really bad.
See, I mean, I guess because I do.
Jill?
I no, I don't remember because even from the lady, like the little Mama Obama, I did. I didn't see like what she may have said. I don't know. I mean, I feel like
You
that
what?
Rodney will be in situations and he fight just like everybody else do, but it just may happen to be a woman, at certain times. But it's not like he doesn't keep his mouth shut. If a man says something, he'll say a little something and then go. He'll go on about his day. Um, I'll say this: how come certain women over here can say whatever they want? That's true. Like they can say whatever they want about a guy, and then we say something, and why y'all talking to them? Why you doing this? And I'm like, that's not fair. So I feel like Rodney is basically something new to the sector that he like. Look, I don't care. I'm gonna do what I see other, what some of these women doing out here when it comes to they just say what they want out their mouth. So I'm gonna say it too. And then I mean, so I don't know. It's always gonna be
Keisha
that way though.
said
It's a double
she
standard.
didn't say anything worse than Rick said.
Oh, okay. She didn't say anything worse than what Rick said. Well, I mean, what Rick was, basically, just trying to, was calling Rodney names, and stuff like that. So, are you saying that she kind of went at him that way?
Well, rights
Because if that's the
right
case,
to be
he
told was
gonna say
calling
something.
names though. But um, Rick was calling him names. But Rick wasn't called a black bitch, an ugly black bitch.
Oh, that's what he said.
Yeah,
Mm.
ugly black bitch,
Okay.
ugly black bitch.
Oh Lord, Rodney. No, I mean, well, mm, mm, mm. Rodney gonna be Rodney, and Rodney
Well,
gonna be
Keisha
Rodney, y'all.
said,
He gonna be
ain't
Rodney,
no
and
well. He has
we
more
can't
heat for
change
women
him.
than men. He has more heat for women, period. That's what Keisha said. She said, ain't no will. He has more heat for women. What are your thoughts on that, Ro? What are your thoughts, Stefan?
Now I want to. Now this isn't a beat up on Rodney session. Now I like.
Yeah,
I
them
don't
just
have
Well,
sound
no
listen
like
issue
here.
with
I'm a
Rodney at all.
woman. I'm
But
a woman.
I don't
I'm a
have no
woman
issue.
first.
I don't have
but
no
Tulsa, he
issue with
gave you a
Rodney.
lot of passes.
I'm a woman first. I don't need no pass as a woman. I'm a woman. That's my
He ain't never
pass
dragged you all
already.
that stuff you did to that man. He ain't never dragged you.
But what
I'm
I
a
will say
Well, I don't
woman.
know. Has he dragged you
that
before?
But I will say is that I would say I would just use some of the things that people say. If several people, if 9 out of 10 people say the same thing, then maybe there might be an element of truth there. And it might just be something to listen to and just a teachable moment, just to, just be cognizant of and, take it and just
How
be
many
aware of it
powwows are we
and move
gonna have
forward.
with him? We've been had plenty of sit downs and say, Rodney, this don't look right. This is not cool. Stop doing this. You know what I'm saying? Go at these fellas. Go at the girls. Like go if don't go at them. Go at they homeboys. Who do they hang out with? Start a beef up with them so you can get your rocks off. You know, at they homeboys and they on here they content creators because that's what I would do if I was him. Instead of going at her, I would go at the homeboy.
But see, y'all taking it to the point where you want him to have you want him to have more men that he has went at than women. But we can't just say that he has not went at any men because at the end of the day, he has fought men like out here. He's fought men. I mean, so like, we just gonna erase that because you just want him to be fighting men all the time? Because that's the way it feels like. Like they always want him to just fight men. But there's been so many what they call them town halls and all this on saying that the beef sector is unisex. Like if a man can fight a man. I mean, no, I mean a man can fight a woman and a woman can fight a man. Being that we have gays, we surface around this sector and straight men as well. Um, so I mean, that we're not
If
changing
you
anything
ain't
over
pumping
here.
no estrogen up in your body, that breaks down the muscle mass and things like that because people feel like, oh, she trans. No, baby, when you're trans, it breaks all that down. If you ain't on no estrogen or nothing like that, testosterone should not be mean estrogen in a violent way. And that's just is what it is. And should nobody be putting their hands on nobody. We too damn grown for this. And then I want to take it back to this. Dude is over there champion a lady that's talking about showing up to somebody's church. If that is y'all friend, if y'all that lady's real friend, I need y'all to do me a favor. Tell that lady do not go down there to that man's church. Please don't do that.
We
I
ain't
mean,
got nothing to do with that,
it's
Tulsa.
disrespectful,
No,
it's
we love
distasteful.
both parties. We
We
can't do nothing.
The last time she went to a church, she got into a fight at that funeral. So
Tulsa,
I'm just
no.
trying to
Tulsa,
say,
no.
I don't want to see her kicking off her shoes and her wig being thrown to the pulpit, honey. And the ushers is getting the towels out, honey, because they didn't think that she got the Holy Ghost, but honey, she out there fighting, honey.
She is
I'm a
not about to go
mute.
in there and try
What are
to
y'all
fight no
thoughts?
man. She is not about to go in there and try to fight no man. She ain't gonna try to fight no man though. No, I know Tracy has way more sense than that. She ain't gonna fight no man. Like just go up to a man and try to fight him. No, I seen a woman get her block knocked off um in the church. Okay, or outside the church because she sat there and tried to slap a man and he slapped her right on back. And oh, I said, look at that. These men is hitting back. They're hitting back out here, okay? So no, I don't think she would do that. If anything, she may try to go up like for real. We gonna talk about like if anything, she go there and then she may, I don't know, maybe try to have a conversation with him. He may not want a conversation. I'm hearing so many different things. I don't know. I'm hearing things about papers and all that. I try to stay out of that because it sounds like it's getting real serious.
So you said the
But I
men are
heard something
hitting
about
back.
papers.
When has the
Men,
men
yes, the
ever
men,
been an
the,
endangered species out here in these streets?
yes, yes, baby, the men are hitting back. If a man gets slapped up in the church, the man then hit. I saw it. I wish I had the video. The man slapped the lady right on back or punched her. Yeah, he said, "No, you ain't just gonna slap me in the church. I'm gonna hit you back." Yep. That's
Oh,
certain men are. Certain men are.
Stefan, what are your thoughts on it?
Is my sound working okay?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't making just making sure it wasn't farting or anything. Can y'all still hear me?
Yes, we can.
What are my thoughts on what? Um, well, the whole Tracy situation. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, I think she's just. I mean, I think she's just talking. She's just putting content out there. I don't think she's really gonna show up.
And then they both are OGs as well. That's one thing too. Jay Wilson and Tracy have always had this type of banter. That when they get together, they're real nice to each other when they get together. But then when they both go on the hate train, it does look like hell. But they always seem to come back to each other. I don't know about this time. As we know, the B sector is getting real sensitive at times, and certain things do come to light. But if Jay Wilson was the person that helped Tracy out of jail, why would he try to put her back in there? So I gotta, we gotta look at that too. Um,
So he helped her
and then
out of
she said
jail,
she's
and
going
it
to the
seemed like
church.
she itching to go back in because, bro, let me just say this. If you and I had an issue, and I'm like, ooh, I'm going to go on down to the church. I hope Ro got my man with him because I'm going to walk up to him, Ro's man, which is the man that I want, and I'm going to hug him. I'm going to look in his eyes. Are you letting me up in that church?
Mm.
Yes, yes. They are. Hold on, y'all. Anybody is allowed in the church. The doors of the church are now open. Everybody is allowed in the church. You are
But
allowed
bro,
in
I'm
there.
telling
Now,
the
if you got
internet, I'm telling my followers, hey y'all, I'm going down to the church and I'm gonna get up on Rose Man. I'm gonna look him in the eyes. I'm gonna give him a hug. I really
you
want to
hug
get
that
close to him.
You hug that man. You hug that man in the church, okay? Because Jesus got it, okay? Jesus got that man. You hug that man, okay, Tosa? It ain't no jealousy in the church, boo boo. Okay? You hug that man neck and you show
Well,
the
here,
love
let me help
of
you
the
out a little
church.
bit more.
Uh-uh.
So, Ro,
Mm.
let me help
Yeah.
you out. Me and you into it. So me and you into it, and I'm about to go hug your nigga. Which I mean, I'm about to go hug your nigga. I didn't say all this stuff about you. I didn't say that you done cheated, honey. You didn't went and got a bypass, honey, and now you can't bypass that chewing the coffee in that damn breakfast sandwich in the morning. I mean, I'm really going in at you, and I want to go hug your man.
Boo, I ain't about to fight you in no church. Okay, I got enough sense not to do that. Now I may snatch you up in the parking lot, but no, I'm gonna let you hug that man in that church and get every bit of Jesus up in you. Okay, you gonna get
And guess
a
what?
verse of
When your
something.
manly ass
Embrace
come
him.
at me,
Embrace him.
I'm a
We doing.
fall into my womanhood. This man is hitting me. This black man is hitting me. Somebody call the police. Somebody call the police. This black man hit me. The police get there. This black man put his hands on me, and I want him to go to jail. What's your next line?
I'ma say she shouldn't have been touching my man. She got a problem. Okay, we can take it back in the
But
church
you
and I'll
said that
pray
it
for
wasn't
her.
a
But this
problem.
whole
You
this
said it
whole
wasn't a
done went
problem.
left. You said what now?
You said it wasn't a problem. A hug was a hug. This is just
In the
church.
church, it ain't. In the church, in the eyes of the church, it is not. I can't touch you in no church, Tosa, because in
But
that
I've
church,
let you
we is getting
know.
Jesus, we getting the word in the
I've
church.
let you know I can't stand your ass, and I'm out here just talking mad stuff about you. And then I want to come to church and hug your man. I want to put this energy on your man, so your man can get upset and y'all be fighting in the car.
You
Do you
want me
get
to
what
be
I'm saying?
disrespectful in the church? No, boo boo. I don't care about no man. I'm not being disrespectful in the church. I'm not gonna lose my mind in
But if
somebody's
we
church.
can't get along, why are we in close proximity? If you and I don't get along and you feel how you feel on the internet, why are we in close proximity? Why would you want to come and disturb my service? Why would you want to come and be around me? We don't get along. It is very clear. Like there is something going on upstairs. The last time she went to a church, she was fighting at a funeral, and that's why I said sometimes the church. I don't want that church to be a trigger for her, and she want to ball up her fists. What are y'all thoughts? Sound off.
Well, see, the B sector, that's something as well. I'm gonna bring up old times. The B sector has been known. Steph, I don't know about your sector, but the B sector we have been known. Certain people have went to people's churches around here. Like I don't. Fab Eight went to Wiley's church. Um, who else was going to churches? Um, somebody else did go to. Oh, something happened where Tommy and Castro. Apparently, I don't know. Somebody may have called um Tommy's father's church or something like that. They do that type of stuff around here. So I mean they do it to make get a reaction out of somebody or make them mad. And then check this out though, Toast. Didn't somebody just go to Dick Wilson's church this year? So it's not like Tracy's doing something that's brand new. Somebody did just go to the church and they
But
showed
guess
footage
what,
that they
bro?
went to.
Just just
Mhm.
because somebody went and committed a crime and got away with it, that does not give me the right to go out there and try to commit a crime and try to get away with it. God is not the author of confusion. And for you to go to his house, it just says it just speaks volumes about you, your personality, and just how nasty you are as a person. I mean, out of all places, we've just seen people running down up in churches and put, pew pew and all this stuff. It's like when I mean they didn't back in the day, you don't do that. And it's something demonic about that. Anytime you feel like you want to go up into a church and commit a crime, if you want to go up in there and cause chaos, like these are innocent people that just want to come to church, get their service on, go on, leave the church, go get them a plate to eat, and head on to the house and get ready for the week. So why would you subject those people to that? And that's what I'm saying. If y'all are these people's friends, then I need y'all to really pull her to the side and say, "Hey, this isn't it. Don't do it. Don't go. And don't be a part of, the audience that's waiting for her to see a showdown." I mean, because when she go down in cuffs, what ain't no everybody gonna be going to the next channel to see who's talking about it. You see what I'm saying? If that's your friend, if that's somebody who you respect.
But see, this is the thing though, Tosa. I definitely love Tracy, but I can't tell her how to fight. I can't tell her how to fight. I've been told that plenty of times. I got cussed the hell out by trying to get my opinion on something to say, hold on, y'all, don't do this. And then what they say, you can't control me. You can't control me. I do what I want to do. So I just said, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let them do what they do. Okay. I can maybe say a little something, but then I can't get no more of my edges taken out, though, ma'am. I can't get no more edges taken out. So I'm going to shut the hell up. I can't get no more taken out. Maybe you got enough edges left, but I don't because they pulling at your edges around here. So I've done it too many times where I'm on both sides and I'm like, oh, hold on, let me see if I can help. And then they bang me from one side of my head to the next. I need brain cells. I need the rest of my edges for life. Okay? I got enough issues around here when I'm over here getting dragged. And then I gotta fight my sister. Do you understand, Tosa? The other day I had to fight my sister.
I know.
Okay? You know how that made me feel? And then
It
she was
made you
crying
feel
this
good,
morning.
didn't it? It made you
No.
feel good to hurt me. You hurt me.
Mm-mm.
You
I know,
hurt me.
see, not you, just not just you, my sister,
You hurt
my
me.
other sister too. I'm hurting
Oh,
sisters over
Lady
here. I gotta
Dimples or
stop this.
Sparkles?
Oh no, Ness.
Mm. So you was taking
I'm
licks
not
for
hurting
Ness
my.
too.
Yeah, I can't keep on doing this. I can't do this to my sisters no more. It's too hurtful. But no, well, with that situation though, I don't know. It's getting ugly. It's just I don't know where like because this is something too. It's not like
So are
I
you
feel
team
like they
Ness or you
Wilson
team
isn't.
Passer? Are you team Ness or team Passer?
Both. Hey, both. See, look, you gonna get me beat all up. Both. I'm neutral.
Okay.
Well, I'm team neutral. See, the
Okay,
thing
so
about
listen,
it though.
we
Okay.
did a poll right quick. Let's check in with the poll. So I said, who was wrong? AJ Wilson, B. Rodney, C, Queen Tulsa. A, Jay Wilson has 54%. B, Rodney has 46%. Queen Tulsa has 7%. All right, go ahead with your
Oh,
toss
okay. So
back.
they said. Oh, okay. So they said that they feel PASSA is wrong with the Rodney situation.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
yep.
See,
Who was our?
I
Oh
heard
my
what
God,
PASSA
it's
said
like
today.
going back and forth. Now Rodney is in the lead. So 50%, 50%
but
says Rodney.
but you heard what PASSA said today though. PASSA did
They're
make
putting the
sense.
blame. Okay, go ahead, because this
Okay.
poll is over here shifting. Right now, we have Rodney in the lead at 47%. We got Jay Wilson in the lead second at 41%. We have myself at 12%. Go ahead, Ro.
Oh Lord. So yeah, Jay Wilson said today though, he said that and we need to ask Rodney that. He said that Rodney had said that he had more loyalty for Ness than he did for Jay Wilson. So but Jay Wilson was reading a comment in the comment section, so I don't know if that's true. But I'll say this though. Pastor said that once Rodney got big, that's why he let Rodney go. So that was something too. He said, Rodney, you are huge. You are. He said that he's a major content creator, so that's why he let him go. So I said, oh, okay, I understand a little bit better now. So because I mean, even though I feel like Pastor should have like looked at the fact that Rodney has his either phone or email, excuse me, and that Rodney has not done anything wrong by him. So why can't Rodney be over there like Vivian, or another one of his moderators? Because Vivian is a content creator too.
Yeah, but
And
she's not management, so Pastor does not have management, but he did remove Rodney's blue skirt. Did you get that? Did you get that notice?
yeah, but I feel like he could have at least gave Rodney maybe 2 more weeks and then like just kind of sent him an email and said, Rodney, I may just had to let you go because you're getting real big as a content creator. Let me know if you want to. I kind of understand it, but Rodney seemed to be very like he wasn't ready for it. He didn't seem to be ready for it. Yes, he did go ahead and take it, but I feel like he probably felt, hey, I know me and Jay Wilson, we have a certain type of rapport, but Pastor went right on to his 1099, type of, because I understand he's feeling more and more strongly about saying, look, this is 1099 territory. But sometimes Pastor got to understand that we do grow feelings, in the thing called YouTube. We grow our feelings, and it's not always that whole setup of it's a 1099 or no friends on YouTube. Sometimes, Pastor, you never know what you may gain over here, and it may just be a willing friend. So I do feel like Rodney's going to get over this though if he has not already. And I can't tell Pastor how to run his stuff. I'm not even saying that this was a bad way of Pastor handling his platform. It's probably not. It's probably a good way because it lets Pastor continue to have control over his platform. It does. It gives him a control and it helps him to continue to do things that are yes and no. We can't never say Pastor Jay Wilson is a yes man. Yes, we definitely have a lot of disagreements with him, but we also have agreements as well. And apparently he did it for a reason. So it's a lot. I think Pastor is he's a very complicated man. Um, Sometimes I guess over here you got to have a complicated strategy. But I guess what's not complicated is when somebody says there's no friends on YouTube. You can't get
And
more
see,
less.
can't get more real than that, right? Because it's like it's not like he didn't tell you, like it's here. And how I felt was like, okay, Rodney was there, he was a butterfly, and he finally got his wings, and Pastor just then, okay, well, go ahead and just go ahead and fly away. Fly away and do your big one. And whatever it is that I taught you, I hope that you utilize it in life. But as of right now, we're still good. It's just I want you to explore and just really do your own thing and really get out there and test the waters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Tosa, you know what? It's something else too that I wanted to tell you. This is something that Pastor should have looked at. Rodney, I feel like he really became a content creator because Pastor. Remember, at first, Rodney was like he wasn't really sure if he was going to be a content creator, and I feel that Pastor was somebody that pretty much kind of got Rodney in that space of being one. So
Yeah.
maybe that's the way
Well,
he
he's
feels
come out the
too.
house of Jay Wilson, child. Hey, Davina. Davina says, hey, Tosin. Hey, Robu.
Davina, what's up, boo? I miss you, baby. Yeah. So I mean, that's something too. I think Rodney really, really likes Pastor. Though I think he does. I think he respects him, and then he probably just felt some type of way because he was like, "Dang, Pastor, you just gonna take my mod stick?" Not only is that protection, but it's also just a way
Well,
of me.
according to Bertha May, he snatched it and beat him with it.
Oh my God, no!
Yes. Oh, yes.
We can't have any of that going on. Rodney don't like that.
Uh-huh. Hey,
What
Stephen. How
happened?
you doing, honey?
What happened? What I
That's
miss? Who
it.
got beat?
Yeah, she done said that that Rodney got beat by the moderator stick. Yeah, Stefan. I said no.
Oh Lord.
He ain't gonna take it and beat him with it. No way. No, he would have been feeling some type of way then.
We got Rainy in the
Yeah,
building. Hey, Miss Rainy. How you doing?
Randy, what's up, baby?
Yeah.
But you know what, Stefan, have you ever had anybody in your sector go to somebody's church or like kind of invade somebody's space?
Good
Who?
question.
Who me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Have anybody over there invaded somebody's space?
Somebody's
And
church. I'm trying to think. Church. No, not in regards to anybody's church. No. It was mainly like school related. We've had that happen because our sector is it started off based around Umar Johnson. So he was trying to start a school. So it was a lot of stocking schools. We had that.
yeah, and see, we've had somebody actually and this would be like a example. We've had somebody they were talking junk to each other online. So then, um, a lady she ended up going to one of the content creators churches, and she told um I guess it was the pastor, or she told somebody in the church that the guy was harassing her, or basically what he had did. She told his pastor that. So we have had a run in with somebody actually going to somebody's church and basically saying this is how they act online. They do this to
Hmm.
me, and at that time I don't even know if I was like over here, but I just heard that had happened. So we potentially may have something like that going on again. Um, I don't because I didn't hear exactly what said that what she intended to do at the church. All she said is that she is showing up on Easter Sunday. Um, so I'm thinking,
I think
she's
she's just
maybe going
talking
there to
shit,
pray.
she's just doing it
Yeah,
just for content. Like she ain't gonna do nothing. She ain't gonna do nothing bad. So
yeah. Because I mean,
I don't think she's gonna do anything stupid that would jeopardize her, potentially, that could cause like the police or something to show up or I don't think she's gonna do anything like that. Like, I think she knows better. But in our sector though, we had it's mainly been in regards to people's jobs, like contacting people's jobs, going to people's jobs, that type of shit. Contacting people's wives, husbands.
Yeah, see, and that's one thing too. Like, I feel like y'all that where y'all sector is aggressive at is definitely the contacting of jobs and maybe potentially
Yeah, it's a
maybe get
lot of
somebody
job
fired.
contacting. Yeah, it's a lot. It's when someone really, 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 really wants to go there, yeah, they'll call your job up.
Oh,
Hmm.
see, yeah, that's
And
something else right there. Um, because we only actually had something like that happen to Pastor. That did happen to him. So maybe that's why he may be a little bit more guarded. I think it's been other people too. We've had a lot of content creators that actually came online with their employer, and they may have did certain attacks at their jobs actually, but I never really heard of their jobs being contacted. But Pastors was definitely the center of a storyline before. So yeah, I mean, I do. That's something that I try to really. That wouldn't be something I would want to get somebody with, because I know somebody's job is like their pride and joy.
Hold on, y'all. We
your
got
bread and
So
somebody in
butter.
the back. Hey, how are
Hey,
okay.
what
you?
up, my niggers?
Oh my goodness.
What'd you say, sir?
Hello?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Said, what up, my niggers?
Oh, we're good. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. Why don't you drop your banner? I'm not a porn bomber. I have 12.8 thousand subscribers, 5.5
And
million.
you're a white man.
Yeah.
Oh no, I
Well,
feel
Oh,
disrespected when
cool.
you calling me that name. I
well,
don't
I'm
want you to
sorry you
call me
feel that
that because
way.
yeah,
Why do you feel that way?
you got a lot of nerve. You're
Seven
disrespectful. That's why.
7%
Because
of the
no,
population.
that's you. I don't need for you to call me that. I can call you something, but
I was
guess what?
trying to find
I
a
got more
way where
respect
I
for
could
myself
block
than
him.
to
It
call you
only let
that.
me kick him. I was trying to block him. How do I block
Well,
him?
let's see what he says real quick.
Um,
Sir, why did you
Oh,
tap in?
I kicked
What made
him.
you tap in?
It just
Okay.
let me
I see.
kick.
I like to
I'm
talk to
sorry.
them and see what they're talking about. I like to see what they're talking about, so I control right back with them. We had a swarm of racist trolls that hit our sector up too. One was playing this whole racist song saying he want a song about going back to slavery and lynching uh, niggers, and it was a mess.
yeah, they are
I did want to
disgusting.
hear. I did want to hear what he said though, because like, I mean, I mean, that is a good question though, bro. Like, why would you say that? But I want to hear what he said to see how stupid it sounded. I just like
Yeah, it was gonna be something ignorant.
I like for them to show how stupid they are. So it is what it is.
Davina
It's
said,
amazing.
Stefan, you want an explanation why he called us Iggas?
Well, Ro asked him a question, and I wanted to hear what the man had to say because he was about to say something. I just wanted to see what he was gonna say, like what his answer
Yeah, I wish
was.
I could have got to that button quick enough, honey. I would have hit him with it felt like a 2x4. Okay. Okay. Get your ass up out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll troll him right back though. So,
Oh, you know what?
Yeah,
So
well,
see
go ahead, babe.
y'all see in the chat. One reason why somebody's church got visited is because they said that I guess somebody's child was put on a website. See, they used to fight real viciously over here to put somebody's child on a website.
what
Okay, hold on one
website?
second, boo. And this is why I was trying to find that block button so bad, and I had no other choice but to kick him. Hold on one second. Hello.
What happened?
Hey, honey, I'm on my way.
Oh, she was on the phone.
Okay.
Oh,
I thought
so
somebody
are
was in
y'all
the
staying
back
for debate?
again.
You
Yeah, I thought he had came back too, Steph.
Debate.
okay? So both of y'all stand for a debate, so I don't have to come. Okay, cool. Love you. I'll see you in a bit. Call me when you're ready. Okay. Later. All right.
Um,
Good. My kids are
Oh,
staying after school for a debate, so I don't have to go and pick them up. Miss
Oh,
Conscious
look at them
Beauty
being
2 says,
successful.
mm,
yes, that's
I
nice.
just wanna be successful.
that part.
Get
She
it.
says maybe you should have your own private conversation with racists. I prefer not to be offended or nor entertained. Yeah, it wasn't nothing cute about that, and but you
Well,
know,
go right over to
Yeah.
princessheba.com, tap the link, and we can have a racist conversation because it goes both ways.
I know that's right. Okay. So listen here. When it comes to PASSA, y'all want to know what the votes are saying? It says, who was wrong? We got Jay Wilson A, Rodney B, myself C. So Jay Wilson is in
Who's
the lead at
winning?
37%.
Hmm.
Rodney and myself is tied up at 31%.
Oh wow.
Well,
So they think Pastor wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
And
why?
it's the tie between Rodney and myself, child.
Wait, so Jay Wilson's in the lead? I just don't think they
Yeah.
like Jay Wilson. I think that's what that is. I mean, how? What's the rational? But what's the thought process behind him being wrong? What is he wrong about?
Where they feel like because I think they know he I think Pastor knows that Rodney likes him and that Rodney probably feels as though like Pastor, you can give me a call or I can call you. So, I know I'm not total 1099, but then Pastor basically was like, look, Rodney, you done got way too big for me. You got to go. I gotta script you. So
That's
I
true.
think on the level they
Yeah,
feeling bad for Rodney.
that's true. I can see that point. But like he said that there's no friends on YouTube and this, that, and the other. So I mean, he has said that. But the other thing is that we know how Jay Wilson moves when it comes to his channel. Like he turns y'all into his content. It's like Tommy, Brian, Roe, like y'all all are his content. It has been his content for a minute. So that's why he did it publicly. It's because, he turned it into content. He's been doing that.
Well, I have to disagree because we got to think about it like this. The link be pinned or he might drop the link and then everybody decides to come on up. So either you're going to stay up there or you're going to drop down. If you know that this man does this for content or whatever the case may be, why would you keep showing up over there? And I think it's because they have a great time, because I have a great time over there. And I feel like, we all share supporters, but like I want to say that Jay Wilson also said him and Rodney had a conversation. I don't know what that conversation entailed, but there was a conversation that was had. And so he said that this day was going to be coming. So what do y'all think about that?
So do you feel like, because I'm here, I keep hearing things and maybe I was like, maybe Rodney forgot some things. Maybe he forgot that all this happened. Because I did hear where they said that he was like, that he had, I don't know how true this is. If he said he had more loyalty for Ness than he did for Jay Wilson. So that's what somebody said in the chat. But now we're hearing that it may was certain conversations had. I don't think that it was
I
to
want to
the
hear what the
extent that Rodney
context
knew.
behind that was, because I mean, that doesn't really sound like something. I can't see Rodney saying that. So I want to know what the context behind
Stephen,
that
you got
was.
like a little buzz with your phone. Hold on, let me see if I can fix it.
No, it's probably me because I experimenting using this my new Bluetooth headset. So I'm experimenting around using your page to do it.
It works fine. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah, it's nice.
Is it clear or is it
Yeah, I
making
cleared
a
it.
weird
You
noise?
good, babe.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Um, but I just want to hear the context behind it because I can't hear him. I can't see Rodney just saying that out of nowhere. Like I don't know. That just doesn't sound right.
What I heard him say, I heard him say that Ness was his friend. I did hear him say that he was like, Ness is my friend, and I believe that to be true too. because just by certain actions that Rodney's has portrayed, that I'm like, yeah, I do feel that he takes Ness as a friend. I've seen him.
Yeah, I
I've
believe
seen
that
them
too.
have
Yeah.
emotional times, together. So I do believe that. I don't. I think with Jay Wilson, I feel like that is more. He may feel that he's more connected with the pastor, because he's like, shoot, I got a pastor phone number. I don't think they're necessarily friends. So that may be how that person intertwined that to say that, oh, well, being that he said he's friends with Ness, that means he has more loyalty for Ness than he does for pastor. So, but that's what they probably kind of made it portray. Because, yeah, I don't see him quite, like just straight up saying that. But yeah, I did hear him say something on a level of, well, Ness is my friend, so I'm going, ride for my friend, or something of the sort like that.
Well, I had mentioned it. I did a little short live earlier today, and I did mention where Rodney had said in the chat, in Jay Wilson's chat, that Jay Wilson said something like, when she turns on you, or if or something like that, he phrased it. And Rodney says, well, when that happens, I'll address it then, or we'll address it then. And about an hour later on his live, he phrased
No,
it the same way. So
pause.
Ness had a
Ness got
problem with
pissed
that.
off. Ness challenged him about that. Ness was like, "What do you mean by that? Like,
I know. Yeah.
are you looking for a moment? And is this a part of your play?" And it just seems like, okay, well, from what I gathered from it was, let me get what I can get. And if it happens, then it happens. But let me get it while the getting is good over here at Ness's Pastor. Please, just shut up, mind your business, and
Let me get it while the
let me
getting
get
is
my,
good over
yeah,
here.
let me do it.
Mm.
Oh, listen, Kamala Harris says they run into Jay Wilson platform telling all their business. Stefan, these people are thirsty and like attention. What are your thoughts on that? Sound off.
Well,
Who are they? Are they talking about the ones I named, or the people that hit Jay Wilson's platform? I mean, like, don't anybody who is either a content creator or that uh that makes their presence known, don't they like some type of attention? I mean, that's what a content creator, that's what that's about, isn't it? Is attention, right? Just like celebrities, right? Like they it's about attention. So is that a bad thing? Now being
Um,
thirsty is
well,
now that's something different, but
I feel like Pastor's platform is, basically like a mini talk show or something. Mainly we go over there, and we at one time, it's changing now, but we went over there and we just maybe talked with him about what
oh,
was going on in the
bro,
sector.
1 second. Just put a pin in that
Oh,
just for
sure.
1 second. We got Molly in the building. Molly says, keep going with the story. What happened after? We're going to keep going with the story after you support the channel because I'm holding you to your word. You said the next time next time I'm live, you're going to support my channel because you put me in timeout and you got in the middle of something and you said you should have stayed out of it. So I'm going to hold you to your word, a super sticker or a super chat or whatever the case may be. But I would love for you to honor your word. Let's go ahead and continue the
Toaster,
conversation
not
from Molly.
Molly put you in timeout? How did he
Yeah,
do that?
Molly put me in timeout. And we ain't never put Molly in timeout. We always let Molly roam and troll free over here. We say, nah, it was a board
Toaster, not my
meeting.
Molly, not my Molly.
Uh-huh. It was a board meeting. I
Don't be
said, we're
doing,
going to let him slide to the left. He was doing a cha-cha and all that up in the chat, honey. Because I
don't be
had to
doing
pull
my Molly
myself
like that.
together. I
I
did.
got you,
I
Molly.
pulled myself together, Marley. I did. Okay, go ahead with your story, Ro, because we listening.
Dang, where was I at, y'all? Oh, yeah. So we see Pastor's show. I do. I see it as a talk show, and we go over there, sometimes Pastor used to say, hey, what's going on, y'all, within the sector. So that's all we used to do. We used to just tell Pastor what was going on, and just have different topics from here to there. So it wasn't as though, I feel like, people just go over there to rain down on, their issues, but it's more so saying what is going on, within the sector. Because, Pastor, he got his OG stances going on, OG
But
stance.
Ro, the people may say, well, Ro, you go over there, you tell Pastor all your business. He uses you and Brian for a storyline. Do you feel like he uses yourself and Brian as a storyline when y'all are in y'all's like feelings with each other and y'all's relationships are on the rocks?
No, because see, I have a different relationship with Pastor. I don't go over there and tell I don't really tell my business like that when I go over there to him. I have a certain respect for Pastor.
So
Brian
you don't trust
is
him with your
more.
business?
Nah, I wasn't. I don't like go over there and just start throwing my business at Pastor. Um, no, not at all. Like I'll go over there and yeah, I'll talk to him openly. Um, but at the end of the day, I can handle my own situations. I do respect his opinion though because I see Pastor as a good man. At the end of the day, I feel like he's living his life as well, and it's just certain things he is on YouTube primarily just for himself with a lot of content creators that are successful. That's just where they are. They stand in that realm of things, so he doesn't take a lot of things personal as say other content creators that run their platforms. So that's actually a reason too, because you can actually go over there to pastors like like you, how you will go over there, you will drag them somewhere, and then you can go over there, and he won't even take that as a he won't take it personal because it's just the way he runs his platform. Yeah.
All right, now listen here. We got to give a
But
shout
just
out
like
to.
that, he also said Tulsa wouldn't be getting any rent over there as a result, though, too, because you can't be a content creator and mod at the same time. So he did say that.
Well, I'm too busy
I heard
running
that
my
too,
own
Stefan. You
show
right.
and my
I
life
know that's
and
right.
these
Let's get
kids
into
and
it.
this. Okay, I got children in debate, honey. I got the dolls. They had surgery today. I got to take the next babies to surgery tomorrow. Shout out to Miley Maybach for sending me that $9.99. Thank you for the challenge. Whitney Houston, let's thank him and we'll be right back. Thank you all so much for supporting Queen Tulsa, the show, whether it's a like, a share, a subscribe, a Cash App, a PayPal, or a Zelle. Thank you for coming by and watching the show. And this is your commercial for being acknowledged for just being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, who would be watching? Thank you for tuning in. Yes, child. Lady who got dropped for $10 and I just made $10. Y'all go ahead. Thank
All
you for
right
that.
now, Queen Tulsa. I like that picture of Whitney too. But
I miss
yeah.
Whitney. I miss Whitney.
Oh yes, I
It
tell
was
you,
really
Whitney has some
sad how
nice
that
songs.
turned. Yeah.
Her and Bobby Christina. Mm.
Ain't that it? Well, they definitely shining down from heaven. And we definitely love Miss Whitney Houston around here. Yes, Molly says
Oh
sorry to
I
interrupt.
love some
Ro and
Whitney.
Stefan's commentary. You okay? Go ahead.
yeah.
I have memberships, baby. I have memberships.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So
Wait,
you
what
know
was
what
that?
though?
Go
Which
ahead,
one?
fella.
Yeah, what was I gonna say, y'all? Hmm, I think I was gonna ask y'all something.
Okay,
That
so
might not
let's
be
go to
one
the
right.
poll. Who
Tell me what you're looking
who
at.
was wrong? Was it A. J. Wilson, B. Rodney, or C. Queen Tulsa?
Tell me what you're looking
A.J.
at.
Wilson, 38%. Rodney and Queen Tulsa in at 31%. We have 45 votes. Panelists, what are your thoughts? Are things heating up in your brains? Do y'all think that Jay Wilson and Rodney will come back together? Or should it be an F it? They should just break free and do them.
Well, I don't think that PASSA is willing to make Rodney a mod again, being that he feels that Rodney has already, pretty much took over the whole content creator concept. But I do feel like that Jay Wilson still loves Rodney or still likes Rodney, to the point where, he wants Rodney to come over to his chat. And he wouldn't mind Rodney hitting his link as well. And as we've seen today, Rodney still did go back over to with Jay Wilson. So Rodney still likes him some PASSA. We do know that, because he's willing to go over there and be unmodded. So that actually shows quite a bit of strength, I'll say, for both gentlemen. That Rodney's willing to go over there and not have that blue wrench and still say, "Hey, what's up, Pastor?" You know. So yeah, I think it also shows that Pastor has a structure dealing with his platform that he likes to use. That that kind of gives him that hold over his channel, because we do have certain people over here where your channel gets taken over, it gets held hostage. Other people start controlling your channel, and then before you know, you don't know who the hell you are, and you on an entertainment app that's free.
So will y'all be covering this story? Oh, Stefan, your light is on.
Yeah.
Your camera's on.
Oh, yeah, Stephanie, your camera.
Oh no.
Trying
Oh
to
yeah, see,
show us your
Stephanie came on camera
chest.
before. Stephanie don't care.
All right.
Oh damn, I done had a camera slip.
Stefan, we've had quite a bit of camera slips over here. Okay, do you know how badly they got after Hershey? They tore Hershey up. Hershey was our last.
It looked
Well, we
like
got
it
one
was
more.
cum on your camera. That's why it was so blurry.
She is a mess.
You was a nasty bitch. Where the hell did that come from?
That's why I said we were gonna put her in the kitchen, Stefan. Put her right in there.
We're gonna
Give
put
her
you
a
in the
head.
crate. We're gonna put you in the crate with the dogs.
Child, you gotta wash your hands before you pick up that camera. I know, but I stop. Okay. Listen.
No, what you
Listen.
saw was tape over my camera lens. What you saw.
Oh, it was tape. Okay.
Yeah, they did
Mm-hmm.
look like tape.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fake tape.
That was
Mm-hmm.
tape. He was hiding us from the mold. All right. Let's get into it. So let me ask y'all this. So people are saying that it was me who started up the beef with Rodney and oh boy. Okay, so if y'all was up on the panel and y'all see Rodney typing in the chat, he didn't put no name on it. So how I read it was, this is for anybody. Anybody can get it. So if I'm in the chat and I'm gonna say, if I have an issue, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna put Stefan on it, or I'm gonna put Ro on it. Ro don't play with me because anybody come over here, they gonna get it. But what I think was it landed, it was a right plan, but it didn't land right. Rodney was trying to take up for himself, but he got crunk with the wrong person. And I don't know, like I said, Jay Wilson had already had his coffee for today. Okay. And he was on his way somewhere. It was a little bit of traffic going around, and he was on one. Do
So
y'all
can I
feel
ask
like
you?
go ahead, baby?
Oh yeah, can I ask you this? So do you feel as though when Rodney said that maybe, I guess, y'all may have felt like, oh, Rodney about to go crazy up in your chat, Pastor, and about to start blocking everybody and going on a warfare. You thought Rodney was gonna do that by the way he said it? Like, look, I come on me
Well,
and just see what I got. I'm gonna knock you in the head with this wrench, and ain't nobody gonna be up in here. Don't play with me.
Well, let's all not forget Rodney was on a mission to collect all of these mod ranches so he could be protected out here. And let's be honest, when he did get certain wrenches, he was knocking the block down. And it was like he had just got um he just got a free pass on a Monopoly board and he was running. He was like really in chats. Like if he had an issue with them, he would make that, his protection. Okay, like I got this my wrench and you say just one thing out of the way and I'm gonna get you up out of here. Instead of him giving it like 10 seconds or a minute, he started abusing his mod privileges. And I think that put a bad taste in some people's mouth. So we want to talk about, if you don't have self-control with a mod stick, how did we figure that he was gonna have um control over his panel and his mods? He's been losing mods from left to right because of his shenanigans and because he's letting certain people that he like do certain things that are not applicable to the rules of everybody else. I'll yield the floor.
Well, I don't want to say that that's all the way true, because from what Rodney said, the people that he may have blocked or kind of carried on with is the ones that won't stop, that will continue to go after him in these chats. And it may be one person here or another person there, but no, Rodney said he does not act like an animal in nobody's chat and just start running down on somebody's live show. Rodney said he hasn't done that type of stuff before. He said he knows how to act as a mod. So I don't think that's all the way right. And then I will say this though, we know Rodney to be a nice person, so I'm quite sure it could have been a mod or two that decided to run the show the way they wanted to, because they know at the end of the day that on a level Rodney just may not say nothing to him. So they like, oh, I'm about to work you, because you be talking ish in this chat. You about to go down. So I may say to maybe Rodney may letting some people do what they got to do in his chat, but for the most part, people do like him to the point where they ain't just gonna do whatever.
But
They are
let's just
active
say
person.
this. Let's take it
Yeah.
back a step. What about Treasure Lane and Rodney? Do you feel like Ness is kind of like an enforcement with Trezor's and Rodney's beef? Because Rodney and Trezor had a conversation the other day, and now it seems like it's up and it's stuck.
Well, they gotta realize this. Of course, it may just be some friend bias up in there. Yeah, it may be some friend bias in there. We cannot hide the fact that it could be. If Ness is your friend and you treating her like a friend, yeah, you might then. If you really love your friend, or then you just and somebody is coming after your friend, what makes them better than your friend? That they ain't gonna be better than your friend at the end of the day. So that person just might go, because especially if you beefing with them, especially if I don't think that the beef didn't. I don't know. I'm gonna say this. I don't know for sure, but I don't think the beef started with Ness. I think the beef started between those two men. So at the end of the day, you're gonna ride with your friend. He said that. Rodney said he's gonna ride with his friend. So I mean, if it was more on a business aspect for Rodney, then I could understand. But it's not, because I don't think this is not paying Rodney's bills on a certain level. So therefore, he can go about his channel and saying, I'm gonna stick with my friend and I'm gonna let my friend do what she want to do. Because I run my panel like this. And now if it was a business type aspect like PASSA's, heck no, your friend ain't gonna be able to do that. Like PASSA gonna be like, no, that man can potentially be contributing to my 1099. So don't be doing none of that over here. It's different on Rodney's. So that's kind of that's a complicated type of subject, like for that, because in the midst of it, that's still kind of putting Rodney in between their beef. If we really gonna, pay attention to it, they got a beef just as much as Rodney may have with Trejor. Ness and Trejor got a beef too. So that's just a whole lot of cluster F's right there. There's a lot of that going on. Like how many people gonna lose nerves over that? So like, either you gonna let your friend handle it or you gonna handle it. But right now, it's putting an awkward position between you and your friend. So what he gonna do? Hell yeah, I'm picking my friend. And then somebody that's talking junk about me. I'm not picking you. But hey, if I had that business aspect going on, then yeah, maybe I would say, hold on, friend. This a 1099 ninja right here. Hold on, he may give me some money. So you gonna have to settle down. Unless you gonna take his place and give me the money that he may give me. That's somebody, y'all. That's somebody. They said, look, you ain't nothing but a number to me. They looking at money when they look dead in your eyes. That's what he tried to say PASSA was doing. That's what Heidi said PASSA was doing. She said every time he looked at me, all he saw was a money sign.
So, Princess Chiba, what are your thoughts?
Well, I don't blame Rodney for siding with Ness. If Ness has a mod in as a wrench in his chat and she wants a timeout, a fat ugly motherfucker, that she has every right to do that. So whatever she wants to do, if she feels like she needs to throw that wrench and hit a and hit a meatball with two legs and two arms in the head, then I don't blame them.
Got it. Let's see. Molly says, Tulsa, what is the culture around my six and the black sheep? Danger.
Who's in the hood? Who in the hood?
Danger.
How can you say it?
Danger.
How Nene Leak said, y'all? Ooh, we is in the ghetto. The
Ooh, child,
ghetto.
we
Out
in
the
the
ghetto.
ghetto.
The ghetto.
You know,
The ghetto. Content creators were mods really, and even day ones didn't get mod sticks. It just wasn't a thing. Ro, do you agree? Our
I'm sorry, y'all.
our
Let me read that.
culture. So I'll just say like with the mods over there, like the culture was. I mean, you just go over there, you support. You didn't let people, broadcast their, other people's lives in there. Just like you didn't be malicious. I mean, you just let the beef be the beef, and you let the trolls be the trolls. So,
I believe
um,
that. Yeah, I can bounce off of what Molly said. Yeah, back when I kind of remember. Yeah, yeah, it was more subscribers that were moderators other than the
I
content
remember.
creators. Yeah,
Rotate
I
remember.
mean, see, that's my little country coming out right there, Stephen. But yeah, y'all, I mean, shoot, yeah, because it can be some conflict when it comes to another content creator. It can. I've been in those situations where I collaborated with somebody, and they were a friend of mine, and then they started hating somebody that I may kind of like too. It's hard, y'all. It's really hard. It's better to like kind of be cool with folks that get along. I mean, yeah, you go around here though, you gonna fall into
I
where somebody you
disagree.
may like
I feel
you
like you
don't think
need
it's
to
hard.
be able to stand on your own. That's what
Okay.
I do. I stand on my own. I don't make alliances because if I make alliances, I can't go at you and I can't go at your ops. And that's just kind of how it is when you get into those alliances. So I would just say march to the beat of your own drum and stand on your own. Because at the
Darling,
end
you
of the
have a
day,
whole bestie. You have a whole bestie. Girl, bye.
I mean, yeah,
You got a
that's
whole
true.
bestie over here.
Yeah, that's true, but she's her own person. I'm my own person, and people don't get it confused. Like she does her thing on her channel. I do my things
Wait,
on my
wait, wait,
channel.
wait. Now I don't know about people getting confused because I heard somewhere where they were saying that you guys were twin sisters. So how are they not getting it confused if they're
Oh
saying y'all
no, well
twin
yes,
sisters
we're
if y'all out
definitely
here
all that.
twinning?
We are. Uh-huh. See, she's the Clydesdale and I'm the Mustang. Uh-huh.
Mm,
Yes.
I
We're
got
like
you.
Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie, you know?
Ooh, that's a throwback.
Yes.
Yes, ain't it? Oh, I love me some Paris Hilton and Nicole
Uh-huh.
Richie on the Simple Life.
Yes.
Nicole Richie got tired of being treated like she was the black one.
Yes, honey. We're the black version.
Yeah.
Okay. We're the black version. Yes.
Mm-mm-mm.
So listen here. Speaking
So
of that, do y'all love the duo between
hold on,
me and Tori?
let me chime in on that last part.
Okay,
So
here, let me bring it
the
back up.
sector I come from, the thing with wrenches is normally it's like definitely your day ones do get wrenches. Like the people that have wrenches in my channel, it's gonna be a day one that I've never seen talk shit about me ever. Like they've always been they've never hated on me anywhere. I've never seen them like turn on me anywhere. So those are the ones that I give wrenches to. But they also don't have channels, their own channels either. So I do rather mod up people who don't have channels. Because I do notice that, Rodney is particular about who he asks, uh, who will hold a wrench in his on his channel. Who's laughing?
Tosa, what's she
Oh, I'm
doing?
over here reading these comments, cackling, baby. He said not
Oh,
Paris and Nicole. I'm sorry, let me go on mute.
Oh my gosh. But I don't forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah. So I think that, but as picky as he is with who he wants to be a mod on his channel, because I even heard him say it so himself that he doesn't really like to give wrenches or mod up people that have their own channels that are CCs themselves. So the same stipulation that he has for his channel and who he gives wrenches out to, that's the same thing that Jay Wilson is kind of asserting as well. So they're kind of doing the same thing.
yeah. And you may also like one thing about the day one stuff is you may run into a day one that really doesn't see it for you. And excuse me. And I really don't want to use this man as an example. But Molly, look, this just a little slight example. Lemon a lot of times states that Molly was his day one, but he feels like a lot of times him and Molly have a lot of disagreements. Um, and that's something that they kind of run into. But yeah, a lot of times you always feel like your day ones are going to be like your ride or dies, but you really don't know. That may not be true. They may actually be your day one, day ones that they've disagreed with you from the start. So I think that's a different dynamic that Molly
Well,
and
it's
Lemon have
it's
kind of
how
created.
you present it and how you bring it up. So like my day one, that's a mod in my channel. Like, she'll disagree with me. She'll have disagreements with me, but she won't turn against me. Like she just gives her input, and it's not in a shady type of way. So I'm definitely more apt to like listen to her because of how she, presents it. She doesn't present it like she's like coming for me or something, but it's just her opinion.
I had a day one. She actually started my channel with me, and right now she is a content creator. She doesn't create content like that, but just recently I found out I talked to her again, and I don't know. She didn't seem like she was really that happy with me, but we still were on a kosher type spot. But yeah, she was right there with me on my first live. I was so nervous. I mean, nervous to the point, y'all, where I was turning white. And just remember I went through that live and they was like, "Bro, you was so damn nervous." I said, "Yeah, thank goodness that you was right there with me, though, my day one girl." But you don't forget those type of things when it comes to your day ones. You remember
Let me
them.
ask y'all this since we're on the topic of mods. What screen do I go to see who has wrenches in my channel? Because I need to snatch some wrenches. Where do I go to do that?
Oh, I want to say it's your
You're
YouTube
going to your
studio.
yeah, your YouTube studio, and then go to settings, and then go to permissions or community permissions. And let me see.
Oh,
Those
yeah, because
wrenches are
Hold on,
gonna
I'm
don't you
doing
say
gotta
it
go
while
to
while you tell me. So, you said go to YouTube Studio, then go to Community.
you're gonna go to settings.
I don't see a settings on here.
It's gonna if you look at are you on a laptop?
No, I'm on my phone looking at it. Do I have to do it from a laptop?
I do it from my laptop, but you can
All
just
right,
go
let me
into
get my laptop
settings.
up.
Okay.
Where the hell is it? Where the hell's my laptop at? Oh gosh. I know it's covered in cum somewhere.
Oh, all right now. Yes.
How do you do it from? Oh, here it is. Here it is. All right, I gotta all right, go ahead and talk while I gotta boot it up. Hold on,
Okay.
since I can't do it from the phone.
So, Ro, are you gonna be there to give Rodney a shoulder to lean on?
Who you?
well, where is he gonna be? You mean he's going live again?
I mean,
Well,
he's been going through it, with these mob situations. Uh that's the thing. He just gets so
Sorry.
wrapped up and tangled up. And guess what? Miss what's her name? Miss Bertha Maychild. She had given her commentary on it today. And
Ooh.
child, the day that he's been having, I would suggest that he wouldn't listen to it because he going, oh, child. He might
oh
just
my god.
burst out in tears.
Oh Lord. See, Rodney, I think I think he may hopefully all will be well because he was over at Jay Wilson's. So I think he'll be able to get over it. But I do feel though that Rodney does like Jay Wilson, like to the point where he, felt like he was a part of Jay Wilson's congregation. So, basically to get it kind of told, yeah, you can still come over to the congregation, but right now you're gonna have to focus on your own channel. So he may feel a little funny about it, like, feel some type of way, but I think he'll get over it eventually. I don't think it's something that's going to stick with him, because it's not like he's not allowed in the church. If he wasn't allowed in there no more, then yeah, it'll be a problem. Rodney would probably have to kind of say, well, dang, I thought you was basically, kind of my vlog father, or, something like that. Oh, but you know what? That comment that Davina had, well, Davina, Lemon feels that Molly is his day one because remember Lemon started his channel, and I think Molly was there ever since Lemon started his channel. So yeah, I feel like Molly is Lemon's one of Lemon's day ones. Because Molly, you've been there from the beginning with Lemon, right? They were over at Sir King's for so long. They got some play over here in the beat sector. Sir King and Lemon and Molly too. Molly been here for a minute with them. You know, I just to tell you the truth though, when I ain't gonna, with Lemon, I would have Lemon was so liked in the beat sector that it was not even funny. Like so many people used to love Lemon. So where we are now with them was quite a shock to me because they used to love him. Like I'm telling you, like everybody used to say that Sir King was always the wrong one and that he was trying to control Lemon. And they was like, Lemon need to get his channel. Get Lemon a channel. Lemon needs to get a channel. So Lemon finally got a channel, and y'all know what happened from there. You happy,
Right.
Molly?
And just
You
take over
happy?
for a few seconds. My husband is here. Honey, say hello.
Hello. Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Hello, Mr.
Oh, I'm doing
Husband.
good. How are you? Great. I'm doing well. Yeah, we try our best to keep Tulsa
On the straight
happy
and
and go
narrow.
lucky up here. Nice.
And on the straight and narrow.
Yeah. Yeah,
Make
we
sure you
wanted to
behave yourself.
yeah, make y'all a little bit of money. You know, Tulsa is a content creator that is monetized, so she making money on YouTube. Don't let her tell
Mm.
you that she ain't getting a check. You know how them ladies like to hide the checks. Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah, she get with the content that she puts out. She will get you a check every month. She gonna try to say, I know how she do, cause see, I'm a content creator that is monetized too, and then she may say, "Oh, baby, this month right here, we ain't get paid." But no, Tulsa, he came from the right sources. It's every 21st.
Every 21st is when I get paid, honey. Okay. And it's out of my purse.
Yeah.
Let me see.
All right, y'all.
Um,
Okay, listen here. Ro, now, do you believe that I have a man and he comes
Yeah,
home every
I
day?
see that Tulsa. You done put another egg on my face. Dang. Okay, look, you done got you a man. I can't say nothing. I don't go. I can't say
You
a
was
word.
getting, yeah, you
You
was
can just say one of those
excited.
single words.
You was excited to talk to him. You was having a nice, old, joyful conversation. Stefan, did you catch that?
Oh, look, she
I
about to knock me
heard,
in the head for
yeah.
talking to a man like that.
Hmm.
She gonna
Uh-huh.
knock me in
Stefan was trying.
the
You didn't even let Stefan get it. Stefan was trying. Stefan was over there licking on his fingers, honey. He was cleaning off his
Girl,
hands,
stop.
honey. You know, he just
For
had a
who? For
mess.
who?
Oh, honey.
For who? Who was I doing that for?
Oh, I don't
Let me
know
Yeah,
what
know. Let me
Stephen
what's
won't
know.
on
doing
your
that for no
mind.
man.
Let me know.
Nuh-uh.
Let me know who I was doing this for.
Oh,
So I'm doing that for this dinner that I'm annihilating and destroying.
oh, I know that's right.
Oh, so it's dinner time where you are.
No,
Yeah,
it's
Oh,
it's
it is about five. It is
5:30.
about 5. Oh
oh
yeah, it
yeah,
is
he
supper
East
time.
Coast.
That ain't time to be flying, y'all. What you eating for dinner?
Some good old hamburger helper with a hot pocket.
Okay, now, sure ain't
No,
nothing wrong
I'm
with them.
just no, I'm just
Oh,
That's
no.
I thought you
prison
had some beef
food.
I don't
pasta.
He's
eat
over
that.
there eating
I don't eat
prison
that shit.
food.
Ugh, gross. Ugh. I've
They
had
cook that at
hamburger
the
helper
You
project.
got to
before, but
make
I
you a
don't like it.
spread.
I don't like it. No,
You want some?
I'm having pizza.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
pizza is my favorite. I don't had too much pizza though. I got to come up with something else tonight.
Yeah, sometimes I'll overdo it and I have to take a break from it, but I was just craving pizza. I just, wanted something quick and I wasn't craving anything in particular, so I was just like, well, let me have some pizza, so.
Mm. So
Yeah.
are you cooking tonight or is your man cooking?
Oh, I got him a thing. Let me see what.
Let she say. Tosa.
Living life to the fullest, simply made.
My babies, they got fixed today, so I'm not gonna do dinner. I'm gonna try to like make it as relaxing as possible. My two girls, the mom and the daughters, they got fixed today, and so brother and sister are going tomorrow.
Oh wow. So yeah, you got some stuff on to do then, boo. Oh, so
Yeah,
y'all probably order some dinner.
yeah, just something easy, so it's not too busy in the house. They was out, and at the animal shelter, I went live like when I had picked them up, but they let me come back
Oh.
there, and I think they were still a little sedated. Well, baby girl was, but the mom, she was girl, she was ready. She was ready to go.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, they probably don't really like to go to the vet like we don't like to go to the doctor sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, they got
Tulsa.
microchipped as well. Yes, boo.
Um,
Oh.
So I'm gonna go ahead and finish dinner here, but thanks for having me up. I appreciate it. Ro, it was nice talking to you. I'm gonna go ahead and listen in from the chat.
Okay, boo. And then tag
All
us when
right.
you go live so we can come over and support you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right.
Okay.
Bye,
All
y'all.
right.
Bye, everybody
Bye
in the
for
chat.
now.
All right, Stefan. I had a good time talking with you too.
Yeah, that was a good old
Yeah.
funky good time.
Yeah, we had us a conversation, sis.
Yes. And you know what? I wanna so the next when are you gonna go live?
Oh no! If I don't go live tonight, I'll try to go tomorrow. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
not sure
whenever
if I'm
you go
gonna go.
live, just send me, tag me in it. You still got my number.
Yeah,
Hit me
yeah.
up, let me know so I can support you too. Because um I've got this I've got this um darn it. Okay. I've got this yeah, I just got a lot going on, child.
Oh yeah, boo. I know. Yeah, because I know you. Shoot, you had to do the. Go to the vet today. I know you had some more stuff too. So, going live. You went live quite a bit. Shoot, today, right, Queen Tosa, or was that yesterday?
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah,
I
that's a
went
lot of work.
live like last night. You probably want to catch those lives. Like, I believe I went live on, child, I went live on a few people last night.
Oh
Well, I
yeah,
went
I gotta
live. Let
catch
me
that.
see. I did. Oh, did you hear about beans and cornbread?
I was looking at your title, but no, I didn't even hear about what had happened with her.
Well, the
What?
highlight of Lolo's show was that she does not care if her man cheats on her child.
Girl, bye.
Yeah,
Girl, bye. Oh, get you some
it's,
morals. Beans and cornbread. Are you kidding me? You tell that ninja that he ain't gonna be cheating. Not at all. You gonna throw some hot grits on that MF. Ain't none of that going on around here. He
listen.
gonna let him cheat. Beans and
She
cornbread.
said
Don't
she
you dare.
she said as long as she on the deed and as long as she what was it, the deed and the title, she said as long as I'm on the deed and I'm on the title, he can do whatever it is because at the end of the day when that dirt goes over him, she gonna be in charge because she's Mrs. Okay.
I've heard certain people do that though before. Like they do kind of let their significant other kind of run wild. But yeah, I mean, I think on some level you got to be a little careful. But I can understand what she's saying. Okay, you got that, but you got to be careful because sometimes that man may find him somebody that he just may take over you. Next thing you know, he may be trying to get a divorce. Because I'm telling you, some of these folks out here, they they could be like quick to fall in love. So it is something to think about. But maybe they form something. Maybe she kind of know him. Know, okay, like he coming back. He always gonna come back to me. So okay. It seems like she got herself um situated though. I will say that I think Beans and Cornbread do have herself situated because it seems like she has the money and stuff like that. So hey,
Hey, Wani One One. Well, I had a problem with it because she was like, "Well, we the older generation and we can teach the younger ones that are coming up." No, ma'am, no, thank you. I do not want that type of advice because if you're out here saying that a man can go out here and cheat and do whatever it is that he wants as long as you don't know about it, like, first of all, you my man, and that's mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not. This is not the neighborhood community situation. Like, no, 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 no. We're not doing that over here. We're not sharing anything up over here. Okay.
she's singing that song though, boo. That he's mine. You may have had him once, but I got him all the time.
Uh, he's mine. Uh-uh. But you know what? But is it worth it though? You gotta ask yourself, is it worth it? You know, the heartache, the
Um,
pain. And then what if like there's an STD or STI that you can't get rid of? You know, so do you love that
yeah.
person through it? Do you still stay with them? And then my thing is, how many times have he cheated? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would be something that I would want for her to be more observant of, especially like in these times, because it's so many different things out here. So yeah, but some of these folks they kind of got their relationship stuff. They got it. Um, they got it in a way where they feel like they know what's going on. So, they probably aren't up for too much advice because they're like, hold on, I got this over here. This is the way I can work my man um to the point where at least I got him with me. Like I can say he's mine, like he claims her. Some people just want to be claimed
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
But at what cost though, bro? I mean, I would rather be by myself than to sit out here and be proud and say, hey y'all, you know, this, that, and the third about this. And you just at least you got the deed and at least you got the title. Baby, what if you kick the bucket before he do? What if you kick the bucket before he do? You over here waiting for
Yeah.
him to kick a bucket and you didn't kick it. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
I would
seriously.
say maybe
Who's
she's
the
trying to think about if he leaves. That's probably what she kind of like. I guess she's trying to say like I ain't gonna have to get out if he decides to get a
Thank you, boo.
well. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just because you got the deed don't mean he can't get a divorce lawyer to get it back from you.
Right.
Like she can
Like
they can snatch it right away from you. But I
and
don't know.
pause right there. Materialistic thing. I want to be with a partner that loves me unconditional, that's going to put me first, that's going to honor me, respect me, protect me. I want a spouse or a partner to definitely, be in their role, cuz I can't
Yeah.
play both roles, baby. You know, I mean, when it comes to relationship, I need my man to be there to, love me, console me, hear me out,
I hope he
and
treats her good. Like
yeah,
at least hopefully he does that because sometimes men will take advantage of that too. I feel like as if they get that leeway to cheat, they just may kind of brush you off. But maybe he don't do that. Maybe he feels like she already given me this hall pass, so I might
uh-huh.
as well at least let me at least treat her pretty
Let me
good. Like
extend my stay. But
yeah,
sometimes you'll give him a hall pass and then he want to do the extended stay. Like, no, we didn't talk about that. We said a hall pass and it was gonna be for one night. We didn't do a 3-day weekend this time. You know what I'm
that,
saying? And my thing is,
yeah.
okay, so my question would be to you, Ro. How many times are we going to let him cheat before it's the no go? Is it one time, two times, three times, four?
Yeah, she shouldn't get him the whole run around. I would say, um, mm, I mean that's a lot. I probably would say try not to cheat, but I mean I guess if you're gonna let them do it, maybe one time. But sometimes it's like a chip. You can't just eat one chip. So that might as well be an open. Is that an open relationship or it's just a marriage? Because I mean, if it's an open relationship, she should be able to do it too. But it sounds to me like she can't do it, or she don't want to cheat.
Sounds like it's a one party consent, right? But then when you think about
Yeah.
this, baby, it's about to heat up. So the short mini skirts, the short shorts, the bathing suits, child, it's about to be a lot of ass out here in these streets. So is she ready
Yeah.
to take on 2025? I mean, things are going up. They send it to tears. The girls need to get their hair done. So if the guys are messing around, you got your little side chick, baby. They can be like, girl, did you? I mean, a sugar daddy or man of the hour. My hair about to go up. The hair prices are going up, so the prices are going up. Do you think that the ladies are going to start checking those bank accounts? What are your thoughts?
Fact.
Sound off.
Yeah. And see, this is something too though, is it's hat and she may be a little hat herself. So she may want, that pleasure, but what if he's somewhere pleasuring another woman or, at the time, um, she may be ready in the mood and he may say, not today, baby, because he just left his little hot girl summer little vibe. And
Oh,
he
I'ma just
so
get
much
me something to drink and I'm just gonna pour it up. I'm just gonna have me a drink. Is that safe? Do you think that's gonna be her response? Oh, I'm gonna have me a little drink. You think that's a safe thing for her to do in that moment, bro? What are your thoughts?
oh, when you say a little drink, like what you mean?
She gonna allegedly take a little alcohol. She's gonna consume some alcohol in the middle,
Yeah.
like while she's thinking about her man cheating. She's gonna have a drink. Do you think that's safe?
Oh. Well, I wouldn't want her to keep doing it because yeah, that could lead to too much alcohol use. So I mean, I would hope not. I would hope that they got some type of situation where he only gonna do it for a certain amount of time and like, look, right now I need you because it's that is that one side the one sided type. You get to do what you want to do. It just it can lead to you not knowing a lot of what is going on. To the point where you lose that side of your partner. They out here and just doing who they want to and when they want to. You can't keep up with them, but it kind of sounds like if she said she has the deed and something else, it sounds like she prepared for it. It sounds like she kind of got that hint that okay, things could go left, but at the end of the day, I'm still trying to say that I can claim this house. Um, so yeah,
Well,
that's a
see,
sticky situation, I think.
when we talk about the consumption of alcohol, I don't agree with that because it distorts her judgment. And instead of her like going through the motions and like feeling it, hi, Queen Diva, instead of her going
Dang.
through the motion and feeling those feelings, she's like covering it up. And so I just feel like as a woman, as a man, I don't think that you should, stick around for the materialistic things because those things they can be replaced. You can get those things in another partner and start from scratch. And I think like a lot of people, well, some people, a lot of people, some, feel like, oh, I don't want to start over. But that start over could be a new beginning and you could be in a happier situation. And I think that, with the generational misinformation, it's like, you stay through the thick and thin. No, I'm not sticking around if such and such is not treating me right and I'm crying every night or I'm up late trying to follow him around to see where he going, looking to see when his phone gonna ring, looking to see when he gonna make a move and all. Girl, that's too much work. And you want me to
That
be
is
a
a lot.
mom? You want me to be a nurse, a doctor? You want me to be the therapist? You want me to be the damn Instacart? You want me to be I got too many jobs to be taken away for that foolishness. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but did she say that did she say that she was in love with him? Like, did she still love him to the point where she's willing to, like let him go out here and do that?
She
Um,
said as long as she don't know about it and as long as she don't see it,
oh, see, yeah,
she's
I don't
okay
like
with
that.
it.
Then I don't like that. Yeah, because see that because if she's saying that, then that means he can damn sure he can do whatever. Ooh, that's something. He can do like whatever. So yeah, that she She better be careful. And then it sounds to me like if she see it, then it's gonna be a problem. So yeah, I don't know if she should let that happen. Like she probably should have left them. She probably should have left them. But I know sometimes it's hard for people like to leave somebody they may not want to. She may
Well,
be in that element.
bro, let's just
Mhm.
take it a step further. It's not just the intimacy, it's the consequences and repercussions. Like, what if there is a slip up and you do end up get impregnating somebody? Like, do I really have to stick around and go through that with you? You know, I mean,
Well,
because things like that happen. I mean, even with Miss Wendy Williams, I mean, her situation, you know?
she sounds like she don't even want to know about it though. She sounds like she's not willing to do fences. Like it sounds like she done told him, look, if you get somebody pregnant out there, don't you ever come over here and tell me nothing about it. That's the way she sounds to me. But still, that is like that's a hard thing to take in because you just told this person. You basically said she basically signed her stuff over. She signed his right to cheat over to him. Um, and let him do whatever she because she said she don't as long as she don't know about it or as long as she yeah as long as she don't want to know nothing about it or not even know that it exists. So that means he go out do what he got to do with whoever, and he can just come on. He can do whatever. So he's very. It's a big privilege, but I wouldn't marry nobody with that though because I don't know. That's because it's still
Yeah.
considered adultery. I feel like unless I
Well,
mean
I don't think that she
I don't
wants her
know.
man to cheat. I think, it's just, it is what it is. And like I said, some women are just scared of starting over. Now, speaking of starting over, ZX and Dory, now they had a relationship in the past. Dory was, she was one way in the past, and that was the climate. It was like Dachshund, and now she's on a new path. Do you feel like her path should be held against her?
No, I wouldn't want if it's her past, I wouldn't want it to be held against her if like ZX trying to say that she was doing something else that like trying to say what she used to be. He was trying to bring that up.
Yeah, he was saying that, oh my God, Dory docs, and he says, oh, she sent me all this information on Jay Wilson, photos of his dad, information on him, addresses, and he really elaborated on it. And I don't think folks are really listening because my thing is, okay, if that is the case, you still have control of those documents. What have you been doing with them? And what are you going to do with them? So are you redoxing Jay Wilson? I mean, like my thing is you had a relationship with her in the past, you excused that behavior, you accepted the documentation. So I mean, how clean are your hands?
But I
What
feel
are your
like
thoughts?
I feel like Dory shouldn't have gave nobody all passive information like that though. Because yeah, especially during the time where they was cool. So I don't really like that Dory did that. He done brought that up. Like Dory, why would you do that about Passa? I because now that would kind of make things like look as though Dory was trying to find a reason to be mad at Passa because she done gave this man that she knows can't stand Passa and could potentially want to harm Passa. She done gave this man all this man information. And for what, Dory? At what cost? So, and I didn't even know that Dory was like a doctor like that. But dealing with grown folks, a lot of times you could be. But I mean, I'm not gonna hold that against Dory, because at this time, I do like her. But with that being said, she may just owe Pastor a conversation. Cause yeah, see now he done put all that out that she done gave this man. Why would dare? How dare she give out that man all his information? If that's the case, who else's information did Dory give out? I do feel like that Dory, on some level, she feels as though she may have gave B sector so much money over the years, because she did say that she may have felt that they may have done her wrong, may not have treated her right after giving all these people, money. I think that that's something that she does hold dear, because she said it was quite a bit of money that she gave all these people out. I don't know if Dory gave PASSA something, but I think he did say that she gave him something. But excuse me, but I don't know why Dory would have given ZX PASSA information, because she always seemed to have a good rapport with PASSA. So that's a shocker to me. And now it's also making me think, like, who else's information did Dory pass through ZX? And Dory, were
Girl, just
you one of the
Kimmy.
ones that got rid of certain people's channels? Oh my God, Dory.
Oh, you sound like a mom witness right there, child. Okay. Listen, but I want to say that was the energy, that was the time that they were in, like when it comes to the Dachshund, they were just in that climate, and so nobody had clean hands. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah, I
then
really wish that she wasn't involved, because I remember that they kept talking about the Dachshund team and stuff like that. The only person that I knew that was in it was Ken. Um, but then I remember, yeah, that's where I guess him and Dory kind of came into, more of a alliance or something like that, when they were cool, or I don't know if they are not now. But I kept hearing about that Dotson team. I was hearing about certain things about 5'8" and just people surrounding it. I'm glad I wasn't a part of it, because it was just, Dotson like that to those extents. You just don't know what those folks was doing. Um, I think I will say this though. I'm not like, at least Dotson is not. I feel like attacking a child is worse than Dotson though. So I'm not like the person that be like, "Oh my God, you monster, you doxed." I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna say that about Dotson. But it is up there though. Dotson is still one of the extremes. So I'm kind of shocked that Dory did do that, like get that man information though. Dory, oh my God. All that man, all that information, the address, the uh. So yeah, that's but you know what? When you got all that money though, Tosa, like when all that money is in your head, you never know what you gonna do. Because that all that money, I think, could have really, that Dory gave out, it could have like kind of put her in a spot where she was vulnerable, and that type of information did come out of her lips, to tell somebody, because she was like, I just gave all these people all this money, and they don't really seem to have respect for me. They don't seem to care. And I did this out the kindness of my heart. So she could have just like spiraled out of control, and then in the midst of that said, "Here's his information. Here, because it don't seem like he care. I gave you this money. Where are you? I done gave y'all all this money trying to help y'all." So I think, money can definitely be the root of all evil. Ooh, we got doxing. Oh my Lord. Mm.
yeah, it's a lot. I mean, but what I was gonna say was, if it was the past, I would leave it there. If she's not doing it now, I'm not gonna trip on her. Like if she's been moved on from that and stuff, which I think she has, and even like with me and her and our relationship, this is history that she has with these people, right? The only thing that I could do is, listen to what the people are saying. And if I can encourage her to, take accountability for certain things, so she can get, into a better space, because she has her content to focus on, you know? and I think
Yeah.
she's doing a great job. However, I did listen to her this Rising, and she was up there and she was screaming and shouting. And now that part I can't get with. Like bright and early in the morning, frustrated, yelling, screaming. No, that's not gonna be my content.
Yeah. Because Jory did come back. She has, I will say this, she's came back stronger than what she had left the last time. But yeah, now I don't know, Dory's in a space where it seems like, yeah, she's ready to give out that commentary. I'm gonna have to, I guess, check that out because I don't know who she was addressing this morning. But
Oh my
I
goodness. Did you catch her live yesterday? I was listening to some of it like last night. She was going off, but this morning she was going off on KRN. Like she was going
oh,
off on him. And I see that she's child, she was on one. I don't know what he did to her, but she was definitely on his tail.
oh my Lord, Dory, boo, you better be careful, Dory. Dory, be careful, Dory. Be careful, Dory. Dory, you ain't got that same Dachshund team no more. You ain't over there with the Dachshunds no more, Dory. Be careful, girl. Girl, we don't hear remix in the background no more. We don't hear him back there no more, Dory. So I don't even know if he gonna help you like that. But Doris seemed to be doing her thing. Okay, she still got her pool. She got her cute little doggies. So, boo, we guess you know what you're doing, girl.
Uh-huh.
But Dory, be careful.
The
She
bulldog and
just,
the French bulldog and the German shepherd.
yeah, they are cute. I know she said that the boy gives her. Wait, are they girls? Aren't they girls? I think she
Yeah.
said it was girls. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess she doing her thing right now. I'm not going to knock her to tell her not to do it because I think she's really. I think she is entertaining, but and it seems like she's in her element. That she is comfortable in doing it. But you still got to be careful over here though, because some of these people will dox you and give you an ugly dox, and some people don't like a nasty ugly doxing. So I just want her to kind of be a little settled, but because once you start doing your thing over here, you don't know what you're gonna get sometimes. But I guess she'll be all right. Dory, be careful, girl.
Well,
But
put your
yeah,
number in the back so then I could text you.
ooh, trouble.
Um and how are you with Miss Dovey?
Oh, you know what? We are good, boo. I was just over there with her when she did her.
The Easter egg?
Oh, yeah, it was nice. Yeah,
I missed it. I was so upset.
dang. I know you would have loved it too. Yeah, because she was just doing her. Like you could pick an egg, and I had won some money too, dear, by doing a
For
hula
real?
hoop. Yeah, me and Trey Jor.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yes.
Yeah,
So shout out to
some of
Miss
the
Dovey.
Yeah, I'm still even doing their thing. Some of the commentary that they was getting into some commentary though, where her and Z VS that came over there.
And what
They were at a
happened?
challenge. You know how VS she gets into certain things. They were talking about under new management and some
Oh,
other
what
stuff
she
too,
do?
and they talked about Ness too. Um, They, how under new management is. They were just trying, and VS. She was trying to say that under new management was kind of stepping over boundaries and stuff. Because sometimes like under new management like to play, and now VS done got something to say about it. I said, oh Lord. I don't know. They said somebody was uncomfortable with under new management.
So she gonna have QI go after under new management?
I think so. Yeah, QI. You know, QI ain't even been around lately. I guess she still be over in Lemon Chat. Well, I seen her somewhere the other day though. Who was she at? Shakim's. Yeah, she was at Shakim's. But I don't, I haven't seen her. Did she hit Lemon Chat? I think she may have hit his panel. I forgot. Yeah, but yeah, they were talking about that, and they was talking about other stuff too. It looked like they had a little mini town hall at Miss Sylvie's the other day during the Easter contest. Because Mother was up there talking with VS, and who else was on the panel? So it was a couple of more people on the panel too. I forgot who they were.
Oh, speaking of mother, so him and Rodney was supposed to made up. Now, do you think that Rodney's gonna be over at mother's now in the chat?
Really? Oh, I didn't know they had made up. Oh, yeah, I think he will because if Rodney loves being in chats, so he as much as he likes it at passes, I know he's gonna be over at Mother's if they made up. Oh, I ain't know they made up.
Uh-huh. Well, Treasurer
Wow.
had sent the representative to come over and ask Rodney what's the beef. And Rodney politely said it was no beef and that, Treasurer Lane will have a parking spot over at Rodney's house and nobody's going to delete him. Nobody's going to put him in timeout. And that, that's just what it's gonna be. And whoever don't like it, they just don't like it.
What? Oh wow. See, I tell you, that's why the whole thing about frenemies is just so real because stuff like that. If you just fuss somebody out, y'all fussing, and then the next minute y'all switching it up. So apparently you ain't feel the way that you said you felt about him. If he about to be back over there in a royal seat, he get to get his seat back. He get to get his seat back, girl. And somebody gonna go out there and bring some popcorn to him. Like, here you go, sir. Sorry for the service. Sorry for the bad service the other day. Will there be anything else? Yes. Tell that hoe to give me some ice too. I need some ice. Cause she acted up last time I was here. You want another bad report? Tell her to bring it to me. I want her to come on her knees and bring me the damn popcorn.
So let me ask you this.
Tea. I want an iced tea hoe.
How long do you think that Jay Wilson is going to converse about Rodney? Because Rodney did go live and he wanted to make it clear that it was not because, his mod. He was not a bad mod. Now, he wasn't a bad mod. Rodney is upset because, Jay Wilson felt like this was the time and the time was up. They had conversation. I mean, behind the scenes, and they talk to one another. They're friends. But what I feel is he had given him some great advice, and what Rodney did was turned around and pulled his panties down and gave Jay Wilson his butt to kiss. What you think?
No, I feel like that Rodney at that time doing that advice. Rodney was heavy in saying, Pastor, I'm gonna listen to what you're saying, but now that I love Ness. Ness is my friend. So yeah, you giving me this advice, Pastor, but I kind of know what I already have decided when it comes to that situation. So, Pastor was just saying, well, Rodney, I ain't trying to butt in between, y'all friendship or what you may have going on, but I just need you to, just hear what I'm saying. And Rodney was just like, well, Pastor, I'm listening, but you need to know I'm good. I am all good. I know where I stand with things. But, as we know, Rodney, certain times, he may feel that way, but, his soft heart will make him feel differently, especially when it's a situation that he may could have handled differently. he's going to look at that. And I think on a level, Pastor was trying to make him see that, but Pastor also was trying to harden him. He was trying to harden Rodney, but at this point in life, I feel like Rodney is saying, "I'm not about to harden for my friends," because I think that's something that Rodney is not willing to do. I don't think when he gets close to somebody, it lingers to the point where he ain't about to crack. He not about to get hard on a friend. Nah. But that's the if that situation is like true where he let all this stuff, happen again, um, that's a
Well,
little
do
I
you
think.
think? Let me ask you this: do you think that PASSA and Rodney was talking on the back end? Do you think like any alleged photos are maybe gonna be talked about, or maybe surface or conversations, or maybe I feel like he was trying to come on to me? What are your
Oh,
thoughts?
Pastor, Pastor Mayor said, "Let me see that booty. Let me see that butt." But now you know what?
Oh,
I
wait
don't
a
know.
minute.
I don't
What you okay, allegedly, everything is this is just speculation. What do you think Pastor said, and how did he say it?
Let me see that butt. That butt. Let me see that butt, Rodney.
Oh, you know what? I could
Nah,
I
but
could
yeah,
hear
Pastor
that.
got a man. Pastor got a man at home.
Pastor's
Uh-huh.
got a man at
And,
church.
not a
Okay.
church.
Hey, Miss Judy Coast, how you doing, beautiful? Good to see you.
Hey.
Yes.
Yeah, but no, I don't know. From what Rodney said, they never really had that much conversation, other than I guess normal type conversation. At one point, though, I did think maybe Rodney could have liked Pastor that way. Um, I don't know. Maybe Rodney did like him, or maybe Pastor liked Rodney.
Uh-huh.
Um,
So let
a
me
lot
ask
of the
you
men over
this.
here are quite mysterious with that stuff.
That's what I was gonna get into. So do you feel like Rodney loves when people put a chain around his neck and just walk him? Do you think that he's just submissive and he just needs somebody to get a little aggressive with him sometime, make him feel good?
Um, mm, maybe, yeah, maybe. Um, he may like that type of stuff. I know. I feel though that Rodney said that sometimes he's mainly in he's in the dominant spaces a lot of times, so like where he is the dominant one on the level. So well, not, mm, mm, mm. I don't know. I would have to get to know Rodney a little bit better, but from what I see of him, he has dominant ways about him. I think he has ways where he has his stuff in order. So yeah, I think he'll be just fine. I don't think that he's all the way submissive. No, I don't picture that, because if he was all the way submissive, he wouldn't have all this certain people that were saying that he fights with women like that. So no, I think Rodney has some strength in the way of a dominant force.
So
Oh, yeah, I
listen, we
think
got
he's
to
dominant.
take into consideration some of Rodney's rivals are watching all this play out. Now, Rodney got into it with Queen 88 over there in the beach. I'm in the Mo3 sector. He didn't got into it with Rick Reed. He didn't been into it with Treasure Lane. Child, now he in I wouldn't say that him and Jay Wilson is into it, but I think that Rodney has made a name for himself, and for his friend Tracy to be on his side, clapping it up like, hey, you're doing the right thing. And she's talking about showing up to the church. Do you think that Rodney made a great decision by picking the people that are popular now, or should he have rolled on with the OGs and been relevant?
No, I think he's doing what he's doing right now. I think it's fine. Um, picking the OGs, that would be Jay Wilson. But no, I don't. I think the way he's moving isn't anything that he needs to change. I don't think it. Like I think he's doing what he can as a content creator, especially if somebody like Jay Wilson tells you, Rodney, you getting too big now. Like you are major. He called him a major content creator. So actually, it's showing that I think he took the right route. If this is what he wanted to do, I think he actually did take the right route. Um, because other content creators may not the OGs, certain other OGs may not even want you to grow like they are growing. But I do
Right.
feel like Pastor is different though. Even though Pastor says 1099, I do feel as though, he doesn't mind others' growth. Like if he see you growing, he basically told Rodney, I want you to go over there and I want you to grow, for yourself. I don't want to hold you back. So I understand that.
Right.
So I think
Speaking
Rodney
of
came up.
Pastor, he actually just went live. You want to give your closing words, and actually, I'm gonna drop your link in the chat. You all, if you can get on over and subscribe to Honest Row Backup channel. He is here on YouTube. I'm actually gonna drop his link right now.
Oh, thanks, boo.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Just in my closing words there is I'll say don't take too much to heart where somebody may let you go and tell you, hey, it's time for you to flap your wings and head on out here for yourself. You aren't I'm not telling you can't come back to the nest, because about those birds and those animals that tell their herd go, and they gotta go by themselves forever and they can't come back. Rodney, you were given a place to come back home. Remember that you can always come back home. Okay? But he just sent you on out there for yourself. So take it like that. I think Rodney will be okay. Yep.
Yes, he will. Yeah, seriously, somebody go give
Shout
him
out loud.
a Kleenex, okay? Yes.
Yeah, boo. This was fun though, Queen Toast. I'm gonna have to do this again with you, dear. For
Yes, you
sure.
will. Well, listen here, bro. I want to thank you so much. I did drop your link in the chat. You guys get on over and
Thank
follow
you.
Honest Bro. This was a great engagement. We'll definitely do it once again, very soon and in the future. What else was I going to say? Shout out to each and every one of you that stopped by. We had Stefan up here. And who else do we have
Yeah.
up here, bro?
What's somebody else? I think
It
it was
was,
just me, you, and Stefan.
I want to
Unless it
say
was
Voodoo.
somebody.
Did Voodoo come up here?
Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. Yeah, Voodoo too. Yeah,
Voodoo
Voodoo. He came
Badu.
on in there too.
Um,
Yeah. Voodoo
who?
said he was supposed to be starting his channel back up.
I wish he would. Oh, Miss Casey M.O. We had Princess Sheba. That was Stefan, right?
Yeah.
Stefan. And then we had Hypnotic Touch, who's our channel sponsor. Thank you for helping us reach our goal.
Oh yeah, my
Okay.
boo. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we got Ronnie,
Ebo
Queen Diva.
Shada. I know for myself. Hello? Come on now. All right.
Yeah.
Well, listen here,
Yeah.
you all. Make sure you share and subscribe. Bro, I want you to be brother of service representative, because like you go around, you support people, and the people, the channels that you say, I'm brother of service, I'm donating my time. Whenever you get a moment, can you come by my channel and support me and donate some of your time?
Okay, boo.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
keep
definitely
they
brother
keep
of
us in the
service.
yeah, brother service.
Yeah, we gotta keep each other up. Helping hands.
All right. On
Yeah.
that note, we are out of here. I got to drop you all off in Queen City. We're headed over to Pastas. So long. Bye, Ro.
Babu.